Number 2 of the Knox County Veteran Services Friday Night Lights as we get ready for the starting point of Knox pregame show.
Hey, football fans, as we cheer on our teams this season, let's talk about a crucial support team right here in Mount Vernon.
At Starting Point Pregnancy and Family Resource Center, we're here to support you through every decision, just like a coach guides you through the big game.
Whether it's about pregnancy testing or exploring your options, Starting Point is all about giving you the information and support you need.
Just like every play counts on the field, every choice you make for your life matters.
For more information, visit knoxstartingpoint.com.
Knox Starting Point, you have more choices than you think.
Week number 2 of Knox County Veteran Services Friday Night Lights. I'm Kyle Kerster, and joining me again is Ron Strong as we bring you action from Newark, Ohio, as the Mount Vernon Yellow Jackets travel down to take on the Wildcats. And Ron, kind of a tale of two different stories last week for both teams. Newark, pretty big win over Licking Heights, and Mount Vernon had a solid game. Unfortunately, just couldn't get out of their own way.
Yeah, put a lot of yards on the ground and in the air, and just unfortunately, I'm sure we weren't there. We were at a different game, but I'm sure that was a fun one to watch for sure. And well, they're at week 2. They got all the first week bugs out, and hopefully they're back up and ready to go this week. And we'll see what happens.
Speaking of first week bugs, that was the biggest problem they had last week against Marion Harding was their penalties. 14 penalties for over 100 yards. Kind of really takes the wind out of your sails whenever you're trying to get offensive movement and your defensive momentum to keep the offense off the field. Flip the coin to the other side, and you've got Newark 56-21 over Licking Heights, and it was quite the debacle for the Licking Heights defense as they couldn't contain anybody. As Alex Irvin Royster was able to pop off 2 long touchdown pass plays in the first half. Brody Smith was another contributing factor as well, along with Colton Peterson and Jason Giblin. So they've got kind of what we saw last week a little bit in the sense of a multi-headed offensive monster that can come at you from a lot of different angles.
Yeah, it's a little different look too. I haven't seen them play for a while, so it's going to be fun to watch them, back out on the field. So we'll see what they have. The program, I know they've been doing a lot at the early ages now, trying to make this program become bigger and bigger through the years, and I think finally Newark is seeing some of the rewards for that program.
Exactly, and that has been kind of one of the big things for Coach Frank is to get the younger youth involved, to let them understand what it is to be a Newark Wildcat, what it is to have that kind of mentality and what they're looking for. So he's got his team really kind of humming right now, and they're looking to have a big year as they start off the 2025 season with a win against Licking Heights. Now, when you look at this game against Mount Vernon, one of the things that the Yellow Jackets are going to have to make sure of is that they don't get behind fast. They're kind of an option offense. They balance it out, run, pass. They rely heavily on their quarterback, Richards, to carry the weight both running the ball and throwing the ball. And the last thing you want to have with a young man like that is to get him in a shootout against his defense.
Yeah, you definitely don't want that. So excited. We got a beautiful, beautiful weather once again. It was hot and sunny last week, and we've got some sunshine and cooler temperatures tonight. So a beautiful night for high school football here in Newark, Ohio.
And we will be ready for high school football when we come back. You are listening to the Knox County Veteran Services Friday Night Lights.
Veterans serving veterans.
That's what we do here at Knox County Veteran Services. Hi, I'm Kevin Henthorne, your Executive Director.
And I'm Financial Coordinator Melissa Schenk.
And we're here to meet the needs of Knox County veterans and their families.
We can help with emergency financial assistance,
filing of disability and pension claims, VA healthcare enrollment, and even transportation to VA healthcare facilities.
Please give us a call at 740-393-6742 or stop in and see us at our new location at 105 East Chestnut Street in Mount Vernon.
Pizza Cottage in Mount Vernon is one of 11 pizza cottages in Ohio. They are among the nation's best performing pizzerias and ranked in Pizza Today. The finest ingredients is used daily. Treat your customers and employees like family and always give back to the community. Offering not only takeout but also dine-in and full bar. Book your group parties today. Find Pizza Cottage on Facebook or go to pizza-cottage.com to begin your journey of tastes.
And welcome back as we get started here in week number 2. Newark will receive the kickoff as Mount Vernon won the toss and elected to defer. And this will give that offense for the Wildcats their opportunity to kind of set the tone early here. And one of the guys that they're going to be looking to really have a game is going to be Cameron Davis. Their offensive lineman, 6'5", 273 pounds. He's committed to play ball at the next level at Buffalo University, a power in the MAC. And you look at this offensive line, Ron, I mean, you got 6'4", 287, 6'5", 273. There's some big boys up front.
There's definitely some big people up front, and they're going to be doing some damage in the offensive line for them. So Newark will get that first opportunity, and back deep is Brody Driscoll for the Wildcats.
So Driscoll will get set, and he will be receiving the kickoff, as that is going to be Jackson Height doing the duties for the Yellow Jackets. As we're going to have a whistle, and they don't even have a flag out. I think they're going to get him for a false start because he kind of started to approach the ball, then stopped. I think they're going to get him on a false start, and that'll be the...
Actually, I think they're going to bring it back. I don't think there's going to be a penalty on this because the officials never started the game. They never gave that official, hey, let's get it going. So they're just going to re-tee it and try this again. Take 2 here tonight.
Well, there you have it. It's almost like Groundhog Day in procession from last week. And we've been transplanted from the cornfield into the beautiful urban metropolis of Newark, Ohio, the county seat for Licking County. So now they're ready. Now the whistles have blown, and we can actually get a football game going here. As Height approaches it, gets his right foot in. He's going to dribble it up down the field. It's going to be picked by the up man. He loses it, but then he's going to fall on top, and they'll start at the 30-yard line. That was Aries Jones, the junior that fell over on top of the ball there. He will give good starting field position here for the Wildcats. Mind you to stick around after the game for the Pizza Cottage Player of the Game and the starting point of Knox County postgame show. So the Wildcats will be led out on the field by Brody Smith, senior, 6 foot, 185 pounds. Come out in the shotgun formation, 3 left, 1 split out far to the right. As Smith looks over that defense, he's going to step back. He's got time. He's going to get a quick in route, and it's going to be picked off by Mount Vernon. They read the word, and they are into the 5-10 touchdown, Mount Vernon.
Wow, great job, a great read by Landon Dawson. He read that play right from the get-go and stepped right in front of him and took it right into the end zone for the first 6 points of the ball game. Great defensive effort.
Indeed, he was looking to cook up with Brody Driscoll on an out route. And the young linebacker, as Ron said, did a great job of just reading the eyes, stepped right in front of the receiver, and was able to take it into the house for a pick 6. So a good start here for the Yellow Jackets, what they needed coming down into the Wildcats' home field. So Height will get ready for the extra point. As the snap goes back, kick is up. It's low, but it is good. And our score here, Mount Vernon 7, Newark nothing. You're listening to the Knox County Veteran Services Friday Night Lights.
Whether it's your home, farm, auto, business, RV, or boat, Griffin Insurance has you covered. Located at 300 Coshocton Avenue in Mount Vernon, we've been protecting what matters most to Knox County for decades. Call 740-397-7488 today and experience the trusted local service you deserve. Griffin Insurance, coverage you can count on from people you know.
Howard Hilton Grill, just east of Apple Valley on Coshocton Road, has a casual, cozy atmosphere, offering comfort food and good times. Open daily from 10 in the morning to 1 a.m., now adding Sunday morning breakfast at 8 a.m. The Howard Hilton also recently added on an outdoor tiki bar seating patio option with big screen TV. Stop by and enjoy great tastes like the Hilton Burger or enjoy Taco Tuesdays at the Howard Hilton in Howard. That's the Howard Hilton, 740-599-2337.
So Height will be set to kick off again here. As we come back, he missed the extra point, so it is 6-0. Again, a low dribbler. This time it's going to bounce again. It's going to get past the up man, and they're going to still be on the ground. And we'll see. It looks like Newark finally came up with it. But the strategy is paying off as, again, almost a turnover on a fumble. And coming up with the ball was Aries Jones.
Yeah, I think it touched about 3 different people on the return team before Jones finally got a hold of it and downed that ball right there at the 20.5-yard line. We'll say 21. How's that?
There you go. We'll go with it. So Smith comes back out on the field as last play was a quick 1 and out on the pick 6 that he threw. Again, shotgun formation. Irvin Royster in the backfield with him on the right-hand side. 2 left, 1 to the right. He's going to hand it off. Royster off that right side, and he gets hit in the backfield and goes down right at the line of scrimmage.
Yeah, nice defensive pursuit there, number 45. I'll turn the page here. Luke Mullins there with the tackle.
So no gain on the first run there for the Wildcats as again they go back into a shotgun formation. This time 3 left, 1 far right as Royster's in the backfield with him. He's going to throw a quick little out route, and that's going to fall incomplete as he was looking for Preston Lunsford on the out route, the tight end. So far for the Wildcats, what was a very efficient and high-octane offense last week is really struggling out of the gates. So 3rd down here for the Wildcats as the ball rests at their own 21-yard line. Again, shotgun formation, 2 left, 2 to the right. As Smith takes a snap, he's going to drop back. He's got plenty of time. Perfect pocket, and he's looking deep. He's got his man there, and incomplete. As Brody Driscoll had a step on the defender, and he just could not bring it in at the opposing team's 42-yard line.
Yeah, couldn't reel it in and had that opportunity. I don't know whether he was eyeballing that end zone a little too early, but a beautiful pass and a great opportunity for the Wildcats, shot down by Mount Vernon.
So another quick out for the defense and get that offense an opportunity here as back deep to return the kick will be Grayson Deem. The Wildcats offensively continue to struggle here in this game. 3 and out on that full possession. A pick 6 on their first possession. And that looks like that's going to be Sean Breachbill doing the kicking duties, the 5'11", 182-pound senior for the Wildcats.
Deem is standing right about the 45-yard line for Mount Vernon.
You know, we may, as you look at this field, the other thing that may have come into factor there, Ron, on that pass play, and we'll see here what this punt is, the sun. Driscoll was kind of having to look a little bit back in that sun as it sets over the far side end zone. As the snap is back and gets his foot into it, it's going to be a low end-over-end kick. He's going to drive it back and take a Newark Wildcat bounce all the way inside the 15. And it'll finally come to rest right about the 11-yard line. A nice approach shot there on his punt. And the Wildcats will start, the Yellow Jackets will start deep inside their own territory, 1st and 10 at the 11-yard line. I'd like to thank our sponsors for tonight's game, the Starting Point in Knox County, Griffin Insurance, Howard Hilton, Mount Vernon Nazarene University, Spearman Financial Services, Pizza Cottage, Buckeye Stoves, Danbury Senior Living, Knox County Veteran Services, Knox Public Health, Mobility Management, Citywide Solutions, Ariel Corporation, Conway Danville's Pharmacy, Velvet Ice Cream, and Mr. Water Heater Guy. So 1st and 10 for the Yellow Jackets as they come out in kind of their pistol formation. We'll have 2 split out far right, 1 split out to the left as Mason Richards will look over the defense with 2 in the backfield. And they're still having some confusion here on getting the ball set.
Well, we've had that a lot. We had it on the opening kickoff. Now we have it again, and try to get things lined up with the black and white here and get things rolling. I think it's a clock issue right now. The head official's tapping his watch. Let's go.
Yeah, I think you're right, and I think they finally got it done. So Dawson is deep behind Richards, and Mullins is on his right-hand hip at the fullback spot. 4-3 defense for the Wildcats as they finally come set. Richards barks out his signals, takes the snaps. It's going to be a quick hit to the outside. He's got his receiver there at the 15. He gets out to the 18. And it'll be driven out of bounds there. Nice little quick hit pass.
We've got a flag on the play. Drop down right around the 12-yard line, so it looks like it's going to go back.
Yep, and that's what we talked about. Penalties. Mount Vernon could not get out of their way last week with penalties, and again, starting out this time, offensively, they'll get the half the distance to the goal line and be pushed back to the 6.
You know, first week you kind of expect that a little bit because they're just, first time in front of the crowd. They're out there. By week number 2, you'd think they'd have some of that ironed out, but hey, looks like they're going backwards instead of the right way.
Indeed. So we'll see here on a long 1st down. Again, pistol formation, 2 right, 1 to the left. Richards this time turns, hands it off. It's going to be off the right tackle as he continues to push forward. And a good job there by Dawson as he was able to get back to the original line of scrimmage and make it 2nd and 10.
Yeah, I love seeing that. You know, he just kept his legs moving now, and he was hit at the line of scrimmage, but he was not going to stop. He just kept the legs moving and captured a few extra yards on that. So a great run there. A good offensive start finally now after the first penalty there. Now 2nd down and about 9.
So Richards comes set again, pistol formation, takes a snap. He's going to roll out to his right. He's got pressure coming. He gets it away. He's got his receiver there at the 19. He stutter steps to stay in bounds across the 25. He actually ran into his own guy who was spectating the play, but it's enough for a first.
Yeah, nice catch by Damon Wolf. Got the first down. Yellow Jackets are moving, and the Wildcat defense just continuing to try to figure it out, watching what they're doing and trying to eyeball them the best we can. But that was a nice little up. They had a guy going deep, and Wolf kind of cut underneath, and it was a great reception.
So the drive continues as they're out across the 25-yard line. Single back shotgun formation, 2 left, 2 to the right. As Richards comes set, looks over the defense, brings a man in motion from right to left, takes a snap, turns. He's going to hand it off, a dive right up the middle, and a big hole across the 30, but that closed quickly as filling the hole there on the tackle was Jack Capacci.
Say what, you get 4 or 5 yards every time you run the ball, that's going to be a good night for you.
Yeah, that takes the stress off your offense, takes the stress off your head coach. You don't have to come up with any kind of special big plays to get those big gainers. So 2nd down now and about 4 yards. Very methodical approach here by the Yellow Jackets. 3 left, 1 to the right. Again, shotgun formation. As he turns, hands it off again, a dive right up the middle, and this time the defense is there as big number 77 stepped up to fill that hole, Jacoby Workman.
Yeah, you think the Yellow Jackets coming into the ball game, they're going up against Newark, put 51 points on the board last week. So I'm sure they're trying, well, what can we do to keep them off of the field offensively? So if they could run the ball, keep the clock moving, things are going to go very, very well for the Yellow Jackets. But first, no penalties, keep the ball moving.
Exactly, and that seems to be their plan right now as they line up in a wishbone formation, one split out far side left. Richards under center as he takes a snap, turns, hands off. It's going to be Mason again. Number 22 there on the carry this time is Fitzpatrick.
Capacci in with the, here we got a quick one now. No huddle.
Yep, 4th down and about a yard. See if they can get him draw off sides here with some hard counts. Nope, they're going to turn, hand off fullback. He's going to get hit. Line of scrimmage, and the defense is able there to stand him up. Nobody was able to roll out. I think the second effort will be enough for a first down.
Oh, they got a very favorable spot there, too, but that second effort was huge. Great job by the Yellow Jacks offense. First down for the Yellow Jackets right at the, 39-yard line.
That was good job there. Luke Mullins on the carry, the fullback from the dive position. He did get hit right at the line of scrimmage, and a couple defenders kind of came up to help their teammate, but he was able to roll out of it, put that effort in to get the first down. So back to the shotgun formation. 3 left, 1 to the near side right. As Richards comes set, looks over the defense, tight coverage on the outside, turns, fakes the handoff, keeps it himself on a quarterback keeper across the 45, high steps it up to the 47. And he'll go down there with a nice gain on first of about 8.
Yeah, wrapped up there by number 19 by the Wildcats, Paxton Knott. And Loftman in on the tackle as well.
So 2nd and 2 now as Richards comes set. Wolf in the backfield with him. 3 left, 1 to the near side right. Turns, hands it off. It's going to be a dive right up the middle. He get hit, breaks the initial contact, pushes across the 40, loses the helmet. But nonetheless should be enough for a first down. Excuse me, that was Hubbard on the carry.
Big number 77 in there with the tackle for the Wildcats.
Both Workman and Davis do a good job of clogging up the middle of that offensive line as they're stalwarts for this Wildcat defense. But that was enough to put them into Newark Wildcat territory, make it 1st and 10 at the 49-yard line. 6-0 is our score, Mount Vernon on top. As we got 6:23 to go here in the first quarter, week number 2 on Knox County Veteran Services Friday Night Lights. Check on formation, 3 left, 1 to the near side right. Takes a snap, turns, fakes the handoff, rolls back out. It's got his receiver there. He connects at the 40, and he'll be driven out of bounds right about the 40-yard line. A nice gain of about 8.
Yeah, Bryce Krieger with the catch there by the Yellow Jackets, but they took that Newark Wildcat offense all the way to the left side. They just curled it around and come over on the right side, near side for us, and a nice run, second down and about 1.
Taking advantage of the aggressive pursuit that the Wildcats defense is showing here, like Ron was saying, really had them completely fooled going to the opposite side of the field, rolled it back against the grain, and able to pick up a nice gain, make it short distance here on second down. So shotgun again, 2 right, 2 to the left. He's got 1 in the backfield on his right-hand hip, turns, hands it off. It's a dive right up the middle. He's going to push out inside the 40 down to about the 35, and that'll be another first down.
Nope, we got a penalty. They're going to march it back again. So there you have a 2nd and 1 at a first down, but then the yellow flag comes out and negates everything, so it'll move it back. It'll be 2nd down.
And an illegal formation. So again, the simple things. It was Coach Day said numerous times this week, make the routine routine.
Yeah, absolutely.
And that's what that is those are the simple little things you need to make sure you're always doing perfect every single time to avoid these kind of situations. 2nd down and about 6 now. The ball sits right outside the 45-yard line in Newark territory. 2 split out left, 1 near side right. As Richards is flanked in the backfield with 2. It's going to be a quarterback sweep off that left side. He's got a big block, cuts it up on the inside, and then he'll get hit by the back traffic, but a nice gain of about 3 before he goes down.
Demetrius Sneed Jr. with the tackle there by the Wildcats. We got 3rd down and 4. And the Yellow Jackets really not in a hurry to get to that line. They're taking their time, like you mentioned earlier, keeping the clock moving and staying in complete control offensively, keeping the Wildcat offense off of the field.
Indeed they are, as they come out now. The clock down to 5 minutes. Empty backfield as he's going to have 3 split right, 2 split to the left. As Richards looks over that defense, he's going to bring the tight end in a little bit, and he's going to follow him right up the middle. He's going to hit inside that 40, and there's a flag. I think it's going to be a face mask, as it looked like the defender from behind grabbed the helmet.
I know you talked about big number 77 early, Jacoby Workman for the Wildcats. He was in on the tackle, but the flag comes out. Yellow Jackets had a first down, and it looks like a face mask.
Personal foul variety, too, so that's a 15-yarder, and that'll push them deep inside the Wildcat territory. And again, there's just, a methodical approach right now by the Yellow Jackets. They really have done a good job so far here in the first quarter executing what they wanted to do, which is keep that high-powered offense for the Wildcats off the field and be consistent in your running game. So again, check on formation, 3 right, 1 near side or far side left. Turn, handoff, dive right up the middle. He's going to run into some traffic at about the 22, and he'll go no further there as they wrap him up and bring him down.
Gets just short of the 20-yard line.
And again, Fitzpatrick on the carry.
3-yard pickup.
Excuse me, Hubbard.
7.
So 2nd down and 7 now for the Yellow Jackets. Ball just outside the red zone at the 21-yard line on the far side of the field. Week number 2 of high school football here in Ohio on a beautiful night. Couldn't ask for better. So Hubbard in the backfield with Richards on the left-hand side, 3 right, 1 far side left. Takes the snap. He's going to follow him off that left side to Hubbard. Richards cuts it back at the 10-5. Touchdown, Yellow Jackets.
Wow.
Ooh, doggy.
He kind of read that defense just perfect, found the opening, and he just accelerated through that into the end zone. That was a great offensive drive, except for a few penalties, but otherwise pretty positive offensive drive there by the Yellow Jackets.
They were able to overcome them, and that's the key. If you can overcome some of those penalties, you'll be all right, but you don't want to make a habit of trying to do that, as the law of averages will tell you eventually you will fail. So Height will line up for the extra point here, as the score right now is 12-0 Mount Vernon. And this time the kick is up, and this time the kick is still low and no good. So our score here, Mount Vernon 12, Newark nothing. You're listening to Knox County Veteran Services Friday Night Lights.
The kick attempt was no good.
Are you mechanically inclined and ready to take your career to the next level? If you have experience working on mechanical equipment such as engines or machinery, Ariel Corporation is looking for you. We offer great pay, excellent benefits, unrivaled retirement savings programs, and a safe, clean, and climate-controlled work environment with company-provided tools. Located in Mount Vernon, we offer stability and growth. Apply now at arielcorp.com. That's ARIEL Corp.com.
Dreaming of greater independence? Knox County Mobility Management is your path to accessible transportation. Whether you need to get to the grocery, the doctor, or just somewhere that you need to be, call 740-392-2200, extension 2218. Monday through Friday, 8 to 4:30. Free transportation coordination services are provided at no charge. Visit knoxhealth.com to learn more. Knox Public Health. Let us help get you where you want to go.
We come back, height again, a low dribbler. This time the up man is smart and falls on top of it without losing it. And again, good field position as they'll start at the 30-yard line to the Newark Wildcats. But so far tonight, the Cats have been kept in the cage.
They certainly have.
So right now, they got to find some type of success period on offense. They really haven't found anything. Passing, running, it's been a struggle. They had an opportunity there where it looked like they were going to be able to get a big gainer down into Mount Vernon territory, but Driscoll was not able to haul it in. So the drive died with that dream, and now they come out for their third opportunity with 3:56 to go here in the first quarter, trailing 12-0. So Irvin Royster will be on the left-hand hip of Smith. No, what we got now?
It's like a Newark timeout.
We're going to have a Newark timeout, so we'll take a timeout too. You're listening to the Knox County Veteran Services Friday Night Lights.
This is Lorraine from Buckeye Stoves. Crisp air, hot chocolate, and football. This is what I think about when fall approaches. I also think about wood, pellet, and gas stoves. At Buckeye Stoves, we can take care of you from start to finish. Are you ready for heating season? Call Buckeye Stoves to schedule a chimney sweep or dryer vent. Maintenance is the key. Buckeye Stoves, located on State Route 95 in Fredericktown. BuckeyeStoves.com. Buckeye Stoves, the cozy way to save.
So we come back out of the timeout as Newark comes set here, first down again. Smith will have 2 right, 2 to the left. Royster in the backfield on his left-hand hip now as the whistle finally blows play to action. Yellow Jackets looking to bring a little bit of pressure. They're going to bring a man in motion. It's going to be a quick handoff to him on a jet sweep around the left side. He'll get up to about the 35. We got extracurricular activity after the play. As that looked like that was...
Not sure where it was coming from in the secondary for sure. In on that tackle was Ben Fitzpatrick for the Yellow Jackets. And then once that tackle happened, there was a flag that was thrown real quick. So obviously the officials saw something there, and they're going to...
Yeah, they're not going to let it get chippy.
Yeah.
So they're going to have to, again, another penalty, and this is one on the defensive side, so they're going to have to be very careful as you're giving free real estate to this high-powered offense from the Wildcats.
So far the penalties, Yellow Jackets 2 penalties for 10 yards, and Newark 1 penalty for 15.
So the officials are still conversating over that. Remind you again at the end of the game, stick around for the Pizza Cottage Player of the Game.
Well, if you're Newark right now, that's kind of a break that, hopefully will, maybe punch them through offensively. They've been kind of stagnant, haven't been able to get anything going. So maybe by that penalty, I know it wasn't an offensive play, but it's going to put them on close to the 50-yard line and maybe regenerate them a little bit, get them thinking more positively to make something happen. If you're a Yellow Jackets, got to regroup and make sure you don't do those things.
Indeed. So out of the huddle they come with a fresh set of downs, 1st and 10. 3 right, 1 to the left, as Smith will have Royster behind him. Takes snap, turns, hands it off. It's going to be a dive right up that middle. He hits a couple defenders, bounces off him into Mount Vernon territory, and he'll fall forward to about the 44-yard line. A nice gain of 6 on first down. And right back to the line of scrimmage they go. 2 right, 1 near side left as Royster is in the backfield.
Ooh, they're going to call a penalty here.
False start. They got their own player. Yep, their own player moved. Oh, man.
I tell you what, I had a bird's eye view. I'm like right on the line of scrimmage, and that was real close. Whether or not he moved or not, they saw something. They're a little closer. They're on the field, so they threw the flag and took it. But boy, I'm literally was right on the line of scrimmage, and that was close.
Yep. So a loss of 5 there pushes it back right inside the 50-yard line of Mount Vernon and makes it 2nd down and 9. So the Wildcats break huddle in a shotgun formation. 3 right, 1 near side to the left as Irvin Royster will be on his right-hand hip. Smith takes the snap, turns, quick hitter to the outside. He's got his receiver there at the 45. He was able to haul it in and move forward to about the 43-yard line where he goes down.
Great catch by Lunsford. Going with the no huddle are the Wildcats. The 3rd down and 2.
So again, shotgun formation. 2 left, 2 to the right. 3 left, 1 split out far side right. Jason Giblin all alone as Smith looks over. The defense checks back to the sideline. Comes set. Hands off. Royster off that right side. He tried to get away, but a great job of wrapping him up there. As I believe that was Mullins, number 45, in on the tackle.
Alex Irvin Royster, the ball carrier.
Going to bring up a 4th down. Looks like the Wildcats are going to go ahead and go for it.
Yeah, you're in that no man's land of high school. You don't really want to punt from there because they'll probably go out the back, and you don't have a lot of kickers making it from 50-plus yards. So 4th down for the Wildcats. Shotgun formation again. 2 left, 1 far side right. As Royster will be on the left-hand hip. Smith, quick snap, turns, looks. He's trying to go deep. He's got a man open if he can get there. And incomplete. As he had Jason Giblin one-on-one down the far sideline. He had beat his defender. But Smith just outshot him by about 2 or 3 yards, and that's a turnover on downs. And the Yellow Jackets offense comes right back out on the field.
Yeah, we saw that a couple times last week where the quarterback receiver just couldn't connect. The quarterback too strong of an arm, overthrew him, but they eventually started connecting with those. So they'll work the kinks out, and eventually somebody's going to land one of those. But if you're Yellow Jackets offensively, they've been pretty content on the ground. They're just running the ball and running the clock.
So 1st and 10 with minute 32 to go here in the first quarter. Mount Vernon leads Newark 12-0. Empty backfield this time for Richards. 2 left, 3 to the near side right. Tight pressure on the outside. Man in motion is going to be Wolf, and we're going to have, I believe, a false start.
Wow, yeah.
False start they call against Mount Vernon.
I tell you, I mean, it's just a lot of yellow.
Man, if they keep this up, those officials are going to have to switch out for new sets of yellows at halftime. They're going to wear those out.
Yeah, that's the old penalty monster has followed them down 13 to Newark for sure. So shotgun formation this time. You'll have 1 in the backfield, 1 split far left, 3 to the near side right. As pressure looks to be coming from the Wildcats right up the middle. It is. There's the handoff. That's going to be Hubbard off the left side. Breaks a couple tackles, falls forward, and he'll get a gain of about 4 yards.
Yeah, I'm really impressed with the running backs for the Yellow Jackets because when they get the ball, they get hit. They don't stop. They just kind of keep going. Kind of reminds you of those drills you do, You hit the bag, keep your legs moving, keep your legs moving. It's paying off for them because they get an extra yard or 2 every time they touch the ball.
So 2nd down now. 1 split out far side left, 3 to the near side right. As they come set, try to make sure everybody's lined up correctly. As there'll be 1 in the backfield with Richards. He's going to take the snap. He's going to keep it. He's going to follow that blocker off that right side. He was able to kind of snake through the defense a little bit there, but the backside pursuit got him. I believe that was Workman.
Mason Richards.
And Richards will go down and make it 3rd down and about 10.
Yeah, I'm sitting here looking at that saying, oh, man, that's close to a 1st down. But then kind of forgot about that penalty that took him back. So 3rd and 10.
As we talked, those moments, that penalty moves you back. You would probably be looking at maybe about a 3rd and 3, 3rd and 4. Had you not had the penalty, now you're looking at a 3rd and 10 inside your own territory at the 43-yard line. Empty backfield for Richards. 3 left, 2 to the near side right. As the defense comes set, he gets the snap. Pressure's coming. He's going to step up. He's going to get his arm into it. He's got one-on-one coverage down the right side. And incomplete as the ball was overthrown, and now they're going to throw the flag for a penalty on pass interference.
Wow.
That was, you saw him fighting a little bit, but I just thought based on the distance of the ball being overthrown, that wasn't going to be the case. But the official there at the end threw the flag.
Well, I'm not sure if they're going to wave it or keep it, but looks like they're coming back to the original line of scrimmage. So I'm not sure Okay, now they finally call it.
So the back judge is saying that the defender was kind of hooking the waist and slowing down the receiver. There was definitely contact going down the sideline. My untrained professional eye from up here would have probably just let it go.
Yep.
I didn't feel it affected the play, but the official down on the field has the right to feel it does, and so that's the penalty. And again, both sides are struggling to get out of their own way. These penalties are just backbreakers to any kind of momentum.
Yeah, and we're right beside the Newark coaching staff here too, and they saw what I saw. You said you're untrained professional. Mine's the untrained eye. I would have let that one go too.
Shotgun formation again. 2 left, 1 to the near side right as he takes the snap as Richards. He follows the blockers off that left side. A crease spins out of 1 block, out across the 35, and he'll go down right about the 33-yard line. And defensively for the Wildcats, they're coming up to make those big hits, but they're not coming up to wrap up, and that's why the defenders are able to spin out of it. But that'll be the end of our first quarter here as Mount Vernon leads 12-0 atop Newark. You're listening to the Knox County Veteran Services Friday Night Lights.
There's something magical about fall at Velvet's Ye Old Mill. Crisp air, changing leaves, and the sweet taste of our delicious ice cream. But don't wait. The season wraps up at the end of October, and so do our scoops. High school athletes, wear your team jersey and score 50% off a single dip scoop in a sugar or cake cone or bowl. Come make one more memory before the season ends. Velvet's Ye Old Mill, where every scoop is a tradition worth savoring.
Welcome to Danbury Mount Vernon by StoryPoint Group, where we spend every minute of every day providing the best for our residents. We offer living options from villas to independent living, assisted living, and memory care. Our network of communities offers a calendar of enriching activities, fresh chef-prepared meals daily, and a supportive and dedicated team, all of which creates an unmatched experience for seniors and families. If you're looking for an award-winning senior living community that feels like home, then Danbury Senior Living is right for you. Come and discover why life at Danbury Community is so special.
Back to action we come here, the start of the second quarter of the Knox County Veteran Services Friday Night Lights. Our score, Mount Vernon 12, Newark nothing, as the Yellow Jackets continue to roll downfield in a methodical pace. 3 right, 1 near side left for a shotgun formation for Richards, as the halfback will be off his right-hand hip. Takes a snap, turns, he's going to hand it off. That's Hubbard off that left side. Almost got out of the first initial contact, but a great job there by Roy Price of hanging tight and bringing him down, but we also have another flag.
Yeah, another penalty here to start off the second quarter. Hey, real quick recap, that first quarter started out with a bang, as with 11:50 remaining in the first quarter. A Bodie Smith pass to Asenso is intercepted by Landon Dawson, and he took it 30 yards in for a touchdown. They missed the extra point, 6-0. And then Mason Richards, 21-yard run right into the end zone. Once again, that extra point was missed, brings us to a 12-0 score here at the start of the second quarter.
So holding penalty moves the ball back all the way to the 44-yard line, makes it second down and about 12. For the the Yellow Jackets, they come out in an empty backfield formation. 2 left, 3 to the far side right. As Richards looks over the defense, he finally comes set. Looks like pressure may be coming from the far outside, and it is as he keeps it. He runs past that pressure up across the 40, down inside to about the 35. We'll go down just shy of that, and a gain of about 7 on second down there to bring up a manageable 3rd and 3.
Yeah, Richards just doing a great job with the ball. I mean, he's averaging about 7 yards a carry, so, I mean, he's doing well. 5 rushes, 36 yards total. So he gets the ball. He knows what to do with it.
Smart decision-making is what you look for from your quarterback at any time, and Mason Richards is putting on a clinic of that. So, again, pistol formation this time. 2 right, 1 near side left. As Mullins will be in the backfield, along with Dawson. Takes a snap. Dawson's going to get off that right side. He's got a crease, cuts it up at the 35, and he'll go down right about the yard to make. We'll see how that spot puts him. He needed to get to about the 33, and that's right about where he is.
Before being brought down by Brody Driscoll.
We'll say he's short, so they're going to line up under center, wishbone formation. 1 split out far right as Richards comes set. Takes a snap, turns, hands it off. Mullins drops a shoulder up to the 30, and he'll fall down about the 29, a first down, and keeps the drive alive.
Well, you know, they always get an opportunity to look at film during the week, right? So Yellow Jackets obviously were able to check out the Wildcats, look at it, and try to figure out where their possible weakness would be. I think they're showing us right now.
Yeah, they're kind of exploiting the corners. They play a 4-3 defense, but they got two big boys in the middle and then kind of more of the taller athletic types out on the defensive end positions. And that is where Newark is trying to attack, as they're both aggressive defenders coming upfield. Shotgun formation. Hubbard in the backfield as Richards takes the snap, hands it off. Hubbard off that right side. He's got a crease up to the 20, keeps his shoulder down inside the 20, and he'll go down at about the 18-yard line. And again, Hubbard just doing an absolute beautiful job of running downhill.
Yeah, absolutely. Now they're going with a no huddle. They're trying to get some new players in. Wildcat defense, they're scrambling now.
And they're going to have to take a quick timeout, I do believe, and that's what they're going to do. So Newark takes a timeout, trailing 12-0. You're listening to Knox County Veteran Services Friday Night Lights.
Cold showers, leaky water heater. This looks like a job for Mr. Water Heater Guy, here to save the day. Brand new water heaters installed with a tank for just $11.99. Or go tankless with the Renai system for only $34.99. And general plumbing just $225. Parts and labor out the door. Incredible pricing, incredible service. Call 740-324-9912. Mr. Water Heater Guy. Up, and hot water heater problems away.
Coming out of that timeout, the Wildcats defense is really kind of trying to find some kind of momentum, a momentum breaker, I guess you would call it, for this Yellow Jack offense that has just been absolutely methodical in their approach so far here in this game, leading 12-0. So shotgun formation, as there'll be two left, one far side right. Fitzpatrick is in the backfield as Richards takes a snap. He's got time. He's looking deep. He's got a man in the back corner. He's got the reception. Did he get the foot down?
No.
No, he did not. Back judge says he was not able to keep it down, and it's incomplete.
Well, I tell you, that was close. That was a really good pass. Great catch. Unfortunately, just too far back in the end zone there. He hit the pylon, went down, and his feet were out.
You know, Ron, one of the sayings I would always hear growing up when you were successful is if you got, pretty cocky about it, a lot of times they tell you to act like you've been there before, right?
Yeah.
And I think what we're seeing right here, I think Newark had such a great first week that they expected better things just naturally to come their way. And what they're seeing here is you got to show up every day. Rent's due.
Yeah, betcha. Every day is a new game.
So 2nd down and 10 for the Yellow Jackets. Richards takes, turns hands off. Fitzpatrick right up that middle, hits a big wall at the 15, but keeps his feet moving up to the 12. And he'll go down right there and make it 2nd down and about 2.
Yeah, it's that second and third effort, man. That's getting them an extra couple yards every time. So
Leading the charge for the Wildcats, number 22, Daniel Hobart Jr.
So 3rd down now, they're going to call it 5. A wishbone formation, one split out far right as Richards comes under center. Takes, turns, hands it off. Fitzpatrick follows 2 blockers up the middle on the right side. He gets up to the 10, and there he goes down, but a flag comes in. I got a feeling another face mask will be the call.
Flag on the play.
Fitzpatrick doing a nice job offensively as well, averaging about 4 yards a carry tonight.
It's kind of a stable of running backs back there.
Well, penalties on Newark.
Personal foul called against the
So
Wildcats.
personal foul called on the Wildcats, so that's going to put the Yellow Jackets inside the 5-yard line.
You know, and this is one of those situations, you came into this game and all the local sports media pundits kind of had Newark picked all across the board for winning this game. And you're not. And so now it looks like a little bit of discipline breakdown, sloppy tackling, getting your hands in places they don't need to be around face masks, things they need to clean up, small little things, but they need to get them picked up quickly. So again, wishbone formation. Richards turns, hands it off. This time it is going to be off the left-hand side, as that was Dawson on the carry, and they got him just before he crossed the line at the 1.
In on the tackle there was Lunsford, a Jersey tackle.
And we got a penalty. They did it. They were quick to the line of scrimmage. The defense was trying to make substitutes, and the substitute player was not able to get off the field quickly enough, so that gives them a free, I don't know, about 2 feet.
Yeah, I was going to say the ball at the half-yard line, so they're now at the half-yard line.
So 2nd down and goal for the Yellow Jackets. Again, wishbone formation. Richards under center. They pile that line. Richard keeps it. It's tush push, and he's in, and we got a flag. 2 flags. They're going to say you can't do that, I guarantee it.
Oh, that's right. They started doing that. You can't come back behind and push them into the end zone anymore. So, back. Let's try it again from the 5.
Boy, I tell you.
So between the two teams, we're at 85 yards of penalties.
That is never a recipe for success, no matter which side you're on. And Richards right now trying to make sure he understands from the official what exactly was wrong with what they did. So they're going to go ahead and swap out a couple of the players, get in a little more wide open offense. And quite honestly, when you're 1st and goal, I kind of like it back at the 5. Gives you a little more room to operate. When you're up on the goal line, they all know what you're going to try to do. And Newark did a good job of stacking the box right there. That's why they were trying to get a little extra push from behind, but that cost them 5 yards. Now makes it 2nd down and goal. Shotgun formation, 3 left, 1 split out far side to the right as Wolf will be in the backfield with Richards. Turns, follows the block, Hubbard right up the middle, touchdown again, Mount Vernon.
He had a wide open hole there. He saw it, he took it, and put it into the end zone. So nice play. Outside of the penalties, Yellow Jackets moved the ball pretty well down the field.
Indeed, and they can have a very successful season if they can get those penalties out of their way. As they've shown all night tonight, their offense is very consistent, very reliable. Kind of back to that old Woody Hayes 3 yards in a cloud of dust kind of approach. Sprinkle the pass in when you need to. But when you got a stable of running backs like Hubbard, like Fitzpatrick, Wolf, Richards, Mullins, I mean, you can really just rely on that and have fresh legs all night long. So 18-0 is our score. 7:57 to go in the first half. As Richards comes set, Fitzpatrick on his left-hand hip, 1 split out right, 2 split out left, and we got another whistle. And this time we got a timeout for Mount Vernon. So the coach over there definitely didn't like something he saw. He's going to talk to his team here. Is trying to get back into it. They've tried extra point a couple times. Their kicker height has struggled to get the ball up over the goalpost. So you're trying to find some way to get that score back into its normal, natural state. But what they saw in the defense, the coaching staff did not like, so they're talking it over and make sure everybody's on the same page. We'd like to thank our sponsors, Mr. Water Heater Guy, the Velvet Ice Cream, Conway's Danville Pharmacy, Ariel Corporation, Citywide Solutions, Knox Public Health Mobility Management, Danbury Senior Living, Buckeye Stoves, Pizza Cottage, Spearman Financial Services, Mount Vernon Nazarene University, Howard Hilton, Griffin Insurance, Starting Point of Knox County, and the Knox County Veteran Services. So out of that timeout come the Yellow Jackets, leading 18-0 over the Wildcats. And it's kind of a gut check time for the Wildcats here, as the Yellow Jackets have come into your home, kind of done what they wanted to do with not much remorse, and you got to find a way to fight back. So again, shotgun formation, 3 right, 1 near side left. Fitzpatrick's in the backfield as Richards rolls right. He's got blockers, and there's the backside, takes him down.
Yeah.
As that was a good job there defensively coming from the backside by Roy Price, and that'll be an incomplete on the 2-point conversion. So our score here is Mount Vernon 18, Newark nothing. You're listening to the Knox County Veteran Services Friday Night Lights.
From homes to high-rises, Citywide Solutions, Sterling Protective Services has you covered. We design custom security systems for your unique property, install HD video surveillance with remote viewing, and provide gate automation, smart keypads, card readers, and mobile access for total control. Plus, our fire alarm systems deliver fast, reliable detection when seconds count. Your security, smarter, safer, stronger. Call Citywide Solutions, Sterling Protective Services today for 24/7 peace of mind.
Hi, this is Jess Kirby from Starting Point Pregnancy and Family Resources.
So back we're at it. 18-0 is our score. Mount Vernon on top of Newark. As we got week number 2 action coming to you from Whitefield in beautiful Newark, Ohio. And right now, the Wildcats just got to try to find something. And what they need to remember offensively is you can't get it all back in one play.
Correct.
So you got to make sure you stay with what you know works. Get your defense adjusted and see if you can't come back. So Height's going to get his foot into it. It's going to be a low squib kick. It's going to bounce off him again, and I think this time Mount Vernon's got it. I think they do, as he kind of angled this time to the far side, and the up man tried to get it. He's got a nice little roll, a hit off his chest, bounced forward, and Mount Vernon is going to take advantage of it again, as they're going to have excellent field position at the Wildcat 40-yard line.
Yeah, great hands play. Cole Smith, who was able to get that loose ball. So the Yellow Jackets, 1st and 10. Man, turnovers and mistakes are just costing the Wildcats a lot this first half.
I think right now you just got to kind of calm them down, slow it down, get back to your basics offensively and defensively. Special teams, you just got to remind them, hey, take your time, make a play happen. Shotgun formation, 3 left, 1 far side right. As turns, hands it Hubbard off that right side. This time he's going to be hit by a slew of Wildcats, and he'll get maybe about 2 yards before he goes down.
Yeah, Price in on the tackle there. A little bit of help there by Lunsford.
So 2nd down, and we'll call it about 8 yards as the ball sits at the 38-yard line. 18-0 our score, Mount Vernon on top. Beautiful fall night here in Ohio as the sun begins to set here over the field. Shotgun formation again, 2 left, 2 to the right, as Hubbard will be in the backfield on the left-hand hip of Richards. Comes set. Takes snap, turns. Hubbard again keeps it off that right side. Again, penetration was there. He still was able to fall forward. He gets about 2 yards on that carry. I believe Davis was then leading the way on the tackle. So 3rd down now as the bells begin to toll here at White Field. Ball resting on the 37-yard line. And the Yellow Jackets are in no hurry to bring this play in. Richards talks to his teammates about what the plan of action is going to be as they break huddle. Empty backfield, shotgun formation. 3 left, 2 to the far side right. And we got a whistle and a timeout for Mount Vernon. You're listening to the Knox County Veteran Services Friday Night Lights.
Hi, this is Jess Kirby from Starting Point Pregnancy and Family Resource Center. Starting Point is committed not only to life by supporting you in an unexpected pregnancy, but also providing free pregnancy tests, limited OB ultrasounds, STI and STD testing and treatment, and licensed counseling. We offer the Start Here program that is designed to answer your questions about pregnancy and parenting, and where you can earn points to shop in our client-exclusive Bump and Beyond boutique. All programs are completely free for everyone, no income restrictions or insurance required. Visit knoxstartingpoint.com to find your starting point today.
What do you love most about the cooler weather?
3rd
Snuggling
down,
under a warm blanket,
7 to
holidays
go
with family?
for the Yellow Jackets offense as the ball rests inside the Wildcat territory. 18-0 is our score, and I got a feeling if you were to ask everybody before this game started if this is where we would be at 6:21 in the first half, they'd tell you no. So again, empty backfield here for the Yellow Jackets. 2 right, 3 to the near side on the left. Pressure coming from the Wildcats as they are up tight on the line. And a false start. Oh, my goodness. Just could not stay comfortable in his stance. And I believe that is going to be Dawson on the penalty there.
Yeah, he moved and thought, oh, should I go in motion or should I stay? Kind of like the old class. Should I go or should I stay?
So that moves the ball back across the 40 to the 42, makes it 3rd down, and we'll call it 12. Got to get just past the 30-yard line for another first down. Definitely in 4-down territory here. As they break the huddle to the Yellow Jackets. Empty backfield, 3 to the left, 2 to the far side right. Richards checks over the defense as they come set. Again, looking to show pressure right up that middle. Takes the snap. There comes the pressure. Quick pressure. He evades it. Evades another one. Steps up. Tried to get through the seam. But I believe that's Davis along with Workman wrapping him up for no gain. Actually a loss of 3 on the sack.
Yeah, it was really good pressure by the Newark Wildcat defense. Jack Capacci was the first guy in there. Missed him, but definitely slowed him down where the other 4 Wildcats were able to bring him down.
So the punt team has to come out onto the field now for the Yellow Jackets. The ball rests at the 45-yard line, making it 4th and 15. Brody Driscoll will set up camp right about his own 10-yard line. As the Wildcats come set to return the punt. And it's going to be a slow, high spiral kick. It's going to go into the end zone and be a touchback. And the Wildcats will start 1st and 10 at the 20.
We got 5.5 minutes to go here. You're down 18-0 offensively. Newark trying to find something that's going to work for them. Right now, they've been stopped. Haven't been able to find a running game. Haven't been able to connect on some of the long pass throws that they've been trying. They're going a different direction now. So maybe, those pass plays will work. Maybe there's something, that ball won't overthrow. We got another penalty?
I got a flag on the far side. It's going to be an illegal block in the back for Newark.
Wow.
And that'll march them back further, probably about the 10-yard line. Well, I tell you what, both teams are just struggling to get out of their way. So that'll be 1st and 10 for the Wildcats at their own 10-yard line as Smith comes off the sideline. To get set. Late player coming in from Newark there. And finally come ready here, shotgun formation. One far side to the left, two to the near side right. As Smith takes a snap, turns, hands it off. It's going to be Irving Royster up the right or left side. And he'll push across the 15 to about the 19-yard line where he'll go down there.
Looks like Newark's going to go with this no huddle again, try to catch that defense off guard, try to connect on something. Maybe go deep this time around.
Quickly to the line. Now the Yellow Jackets recognize it. They turn. It's going to be a handoff again. Royster off that left side. And again, he's got nowhere to go. This time he runs into Dawson. And it gets wrapped up. So 2nd down and called about 5. Line of scrimmage quickly. They go again. 2 left, 2 to the right. Smith has Royster in the backfield with him. Looks over to the sideline for signals and comes set again. Takes a snap, drops back. He's got time. Pressure's coming. He's still got time. He's got plenty of time. He wrote a book. He's baking a cake. And now he's finally going to deliver the bread, but it's too high as he had a wide receiver wide open. And the form of, I believe that was Ohin Uba Asino. And it was just an incomplete pass, overshot him.
Well, I think what happened was Giblin was right behind him, about 5 or 6 yards behind him, and so it's kind of like, well, I'm not sure who to throw it to. He threw it right between them.
Yeah, the worst place to throw it. So a 3-and-out for the Wildcats offense as the clock is stopped at 4:30 to go in the first half. 18-0 is our score on the Knox County Veteran Services Friday Night Lights. So glad you joined us here tonight, folks. Week number 2 action of high school football in Ohio. Snap is back. It's a high snap. He's going to get his foot into a low, wobbly kick. It's going to take a Newark bounce out of about the 46-yard line, but keeps it inside of Newark territory. And the Yellow Jackets, again, excellent starting field position, leading 18-0.
Yeah, they've just been really controlling offensively. Every time they get the ball, they just kind of run it. Maybe an occasional pass here and there, but they just keep the clock moving and stay in control offensively. The Yellow Jackets might turn have a pretty successful night.
So 1st and 10, the ball at the 45-yard line of Newark as they come off the sideline huddle in a pistol formation. 2 split left, 1 far side to the right. As Richards comes set, looks over the defense, turns, hands it. It's going to be a dive right up the middle as Dawson is going to hit Davis. And Davis will wrap him up and bring him backwards with that was Workman. And Davis came in to help him out, but a gain of 2 on the run.
Stop for the Wildcats. Number 77, Jacoby Workman.
Tell you, Workman is kind of a little unsung hero up there on that defensive line here for the Wildcats. He's having himself a quiet little game.
Mm-hmm.
He had a couple mistakes early in that first quarter where he got a penalty, but other than that, I mean, he's done a great job staying at home in the middle of that line, not giving him much more room to operate. So 2nd down and 8 now for the Wildcats. They come out of the huddle, 3 to the left, 1 far side right, shotgun formation. As Richards takes a snap, turns, Hubbard's going to keep it, follow to guard off that right side. He'll stumble, and he fumbled the ball. And it looks like it is going to be the Wildcats who have it, and it is. And that might be the break their defense needed.
Well, we do. We got a couple, I thought they were flags, but those little markers that the officials throw down. So, yeah, turnover there by the Yellow Jackets. Newark getting the ball back now. Like you said, they need a break like that to get something going, get some points on the board before half.
And Hubbard, who's been kind of steady Eddie for him, just got a little lackadaisical in his attempt to get some extra yards. And the defender was able to come out from behind him and pop the ball free.
Yeah, when the official originally he got the ball the first time, it looked like he bobbled it just a little bit, then got a hold of it. And then when he got hit, then lost control of it. So I don't think he really had the handle.
So let's see if the Wildcats are able to capitalize here as they come out shotgun formation. Royster on the right-hand hip of Smith is one split left, two to the right. Turns, hands it off. Royster's going to get it off that left side. Stutter steps up to about the 45-yard line there. He goes down, a gain of 3.
Gets to the 45-yard line.
Kind of changing pace. Now they're going back to the huddle as the Wildcats. As last series they tried to go with the no-huddle offense. As the play call comes in on second down. 3:05 to go here in the first half. 18-0 to score. Newark trailing Mount Vernon. Shotgun formation. One left, three to the right is Royster's on the right-hand hip. Smith takes the snap, looks left. He's got a receiver one-on-one over the top to Gilbert, and he's got him inside. Oh, no, they're going to say he could not haul it in. As he kind of had to go up high over the defender and kind of rolled away from us. And I guess in the possession of that was not able to hold on to the ball and incompletion. But
and over on the sidelines, Austin May, the secondary for the Yellow Jackets, he went flying out of bounds, and he's not getting up. So he's done something. He's twisted that ankle on the down, whether he stepped on the foot or just, came down on it wrong. But he's definitely out of the ball game right now.
So we'll see what effect that has here as it's third down now for the Wildcats. Shotgun formation, two left, to the right. Royster's in the backfield. Smith steps back, slings it down the right side. Penalty there. He's got his receivers. That's Driscoll inside the 20. But I don't know if we're going to have a push-off. There's a flag all the way back here at the 45. We'll see here what the call may be.
I think they're returning the favor from that earlier call that went in favor of the Yellow Jackets. So I think it's the same sort of thing, except advantage Wildcats.
Indeed it was. It was defensive holding. That's going to be declined. And the result of the play will be a first down inside the 20-yard line at the 19. Best field position the Wildcats have had. A little bit of life, a little back into that field as Driscoll was pumped getting up after that catch. So shotgun formation, one to the near side right, two split out far side left as Royster will be on the left-hand hip of Smith. Defense shows pressure, backs it off, fakes the handoff, drops back. He's looking, he's got his guy there and intercepted, underthrew him completely as that was just a bad throw out of Smith.
Well, the interception is Darren Monahan for the Yellow Jackets. Well, yeah, you're right. I mean, that was a perfectly thrown pass to the Yellow Jackets.
Yeah, and
it was.
Unfortunately, he needed to lead his receiver into the end zone. And the timing on that was behind the receiver. The wide receiver was wide open. As I believe that was Driscoll again he was trying to go to. But again, a big turnover, second interception of the game. And it couldn't come at a more costly time as you were knocking on the door, trying to get some points on the board. So a quick change of possession, and the Yellow Jackets will be back out on the field. 2:11 to go here in the first half. 18-0 is our score. And what looked like it might be bringing a little more life back into the stadium has quickly left it. So quickly the Yellow Jackets sprint from the sideline huddle up to the line of scrimmage, and they're going to have to take a timeout. They are. That's interesting.
No, it's a delay game, actually. No timeout, so this just took them too long.
I don't know how I don't know. You know what you're doing. I don't know why you would take so long, but either way, so be it. Another penalty. It's got to be at least cumulatively about the 10th one. And he'll move the ball back 5 yards, make it 1st and 15. So Richards comes set in an empty backfield, 3 to the right, 2 to the near side left. Pressure coming up the middle from the Wildcats as they've got 2 up tight pressure. Here it comes. He's got a quick out. He's got his receiver, and he made a man miss. He's out across the 20, and he'll go down right about the 22-yard line. Nice completion there, as I believe that was Deem on the outs.
Yep, that was Deem. Nice little catch, a nice little spin move to get away from the defender to get another 3 or 4 yards out of the play.
Good job there by the defender to bring him down, because had he gotten past him with that kind of press coverage they had in the blitz, there was nobody deep. Safety was not there, so if he could have got past him, it was a foot race down the sideline. But now it's second down, and we'll call it 3 as they line up in a wishbone formation. One split out far side to the right. As Richards just taking his time, comes under center. Takes snap, turns, hands it off. That's going to be, oh boy, he has got a seam, does Dawson, out across the 40 to the 50. He's able to tightrope down the line to about the 42, where they'll say he went out of bounds right around the 40-yard line. And boy, I tell you what, man, that defense got sucked in on the corners, and he had nothing but green spaces to operate.
Yeah, the Wildcats wouldn't have got a hold of him or tapped him to lose his balance. He might have gone all the way. So I think Yellow Jackets are looking to put some more points on the board before halftime, man. They're not giving up.
No, and they get the ball to start the second half.
Yeah.
So you can
What they're thinking.
Get yourself a double whammy and really put this game to bed. So shotgun formation, 2 left, 2 to the right, as Richards will have one in the backfield. Hubbard on his left-hand hip. Drops back, takes a snap. Pressure's coming, ball's thrown, and it's going to be deflected. Davis got his big mid up on that one and was able to knock it down. And that'll make it second and 10. So you see life out of the Wildcats. The talent's there.
Yep.
They need to find that consistency with it, and hopefully at halftime they can regroup a little bit, come back out, get back to playing the ball they know how to play.
Yeah, it's really defense. Davis and Workman, they're doing all the work right now up front for the Wildcats.
Shotgun formation, 2 left, 2 to the right, as Hubbard's on the right-hand side of Richards. He's going to follow Hubbard as Richards off that right side, and here comes a flag. Probably a hold is my guess.
Yeah, they're going to bring it back. It's on Newark, so they'll march it back again. So just add that to the list of the 7 penalties that Newark already has to make it 8.
Yeah, it's undisciplined at this point right now. Is the best way to describe that. Both sides. Just a lot of penalties, unnecessary penalties too. Not that any penalty technically is necessary, but you get my point. So second down, we're going to call it 20. As the ball will be spotted right at midfield. And they'll come out in a wishbone formation. Richards looking over the defense. He's just taking his time. That's why they're standing there. He's letting the clock run as low as he can. Before he gets up, turns, hands it off. Fitzpatrick, stutter step off a seam there to the right side. And he'll get up to the 45-yard line before they tripped him up. So third down now with 30 seconds to go here in the first half. They'll have to put one more play out. Will the Yellow Jackets? Or maybe not.
I'm not sure if they have to get one more snap in or not. It was real close. Also, it's going to depend on when the official, reset it. So, looks like they're just going to wind it down.
I think they will be more content to let that clock go down to 0, take this 18-0 lead into halftime at the home of the Newark Wildcats, and that's exactly what they will do. So stick around for the UIS Insurance and Investment halftime show as you're listening to the Knox County Veteran Services Friday Night Lights.
What do you love most about the cooler weather? Snuggling under a warm blanket? Holidays with family? What about the flu? Not so much. Getting your flu shot at Conway's Danville Health Mart Pharmacy is the first line of defense in protecting you, your family, and the community. Get your flu shot today. Visit Conway's Danville Health Mart Pharmacy, your community Health Mart Pharmacy at 14 East Main Street, Danville. Health Mart, taking the time to listen and care.
Education is valuable, and at Mount Vernon Nazarene University, it's affordable too.
Year after year, MVNU continues to be one of the most affordable 4-year private schools in Ohio. Because of competitive financial aid awards, students are able to graduate with less debt.
Did you know that MVNU has ranged in the top 5% best college for the money by College Factual for the past 3 years straight?
Schedule a visit today with mvnu.edu/visit and see for yourself.
At MVNU, the future is bright.
Your family, the car that you bought when you were 18, the house you turned into a home. UIS Insurance and Investments protects what you love and provides security when you need it most. As an independent insurance agency, UIS Insurance and Investments is able to design a custom policy that's unique to you and assures that all things you love are safe and sound. For more information, go to uisprotect.com. UIS Insurance and Investments, trusted advisors for all your insurance needs.
Ladies and gentlemen, please welcome to the field the 2025 edition of the Yellow Jacket Marching Band. Directed by Julia Holler, Sarah Jankira, and percussion instructor LaRon Carlson. Senior drum majors Zoe Meyer and Maddie Springer will lead the band in this year's show, Music from Movies. Show will highlight the music from the Barbie movie, 007, and the Lego movie. First, let's dance the night away. Our next tune will celebrate the 23rd James Bond movie production featuring Daniel Craig and the vocal talents of Adele. Here's Skyfall. They land at risk from the crackle of Lord Business. It may have taken 15 million bricks to build the Lego movie, but this band of 85 has done a fantastic job assembling this tune. Everything is awesome.
UIS Insurance and Investments protects what you love and provides security when you need it the most. They're a full-service, independent insurance agency with a hometown attitude dedicated to providing the best coverage and service possible. UIS Insurance and Investments supports area schools and communities with local offices in Northwest and Central Ohio and Southeast Michigan. For more information, go to uisprotect.com. That's uisprotect.com. UIS Insurance and Investments, trusted advisors for all your insurance needs.
Utica's beating Danville 20-8.
Whoa, really?
I thought that was going to be long.
Under the direction of Lee Hour, and led on the field by drum majors Tijuana Alciborn, Kiana Hester, and Hannah Rise, Newark High School is proud to present one of Ohio's finest, a state marching finalist for an Ohio record, 44 consecutive years, the Pride of Newark.
Well, for the high school, they put in an artificial turf football field at the high school for the band. Practice? Yeah.
Tonight is a very special night.
They play football on it too. They put goalposts on it. Yeah, our grandson had a game there Sunday.
7 decades.
So it's kind of
from the class of 1967 to the class of 2025. These Newark High School graduates represent nearly 60 years of excellence. Before our first musical selection, we have to do a little warming up. And we've invited back on Alumni Night a former Pride of Newark Associate Director, Diana Whiteman, to warm them up. Clap along with the official state rock song of Ohio's Hang On Sloopy. Here's a throwback to 1966 with the Wilson Pickett hit, Land of 1,000 Dances. Wish our Wildcats a strong second half with the playing of the NHS fight song. Direction of Lee Auer, Kevin Rippert, and Paul Renzi. Additional staff includes Zach Banks, Christy DeBoer, Shelby Hipp, Noah Jenkins, Micaiah Orth, Tom Shook, and Georgie Ward.
Home has never meant more. It's not just a place, it's where life happens. Protect yours from the inside out with a home insurance policy from Frankenmuth Insurance. Are you ready to get frank about your insurance needs? Start a conversation with the experts at UIS Insurance and Investments and see if a homeowner's policy from Frankenmuth Insurance is right for you. Get started at UISprotect.com. That's UISprotect.com. Trusted advisors for all your insurance needs.
Finally, I made the decision to retire at the end of the year.
That's great. Unfortunately, I'm not in the position to make the move.
I'm sure you've been planning on retirement and working with an advisor who meets with you regularly. If you're uncertain, they'll be able to calculate and at least give you an idea on a retirement date.
Well, that's the problem. My advisor changes all the time, and they are not local, and it's difficult to find a time to meet.
Have you ever thought about calling Spearman Financial Services? They're local, reliable, and embark on 30 years of servicing individuals and families with their financial needs.
Well, I have heard their commercials, and they do provide no-cost financial consultations. I will give them a call and get my retirement plan back on track.
Spearman Financial Services, financial plans that last a lifetime.
Securities offered through Valmark Securities Incorporated, member FINRA, SIPC. Investment advisory services offered through Valmark Advisors Incorporated, SEC registered investment advisor. Spearman Financial Services is a separate entity from Valmark Securities Incorporated and Valmark Advisors Incorporated. Past performances cannot guarantee future results. One cannot invest directly in an index.
Veterans serving veterans.
That's what we do here at Knox County Veteran Services. Hi, I'm Kevin Henthorne, your Executive Director.
And I'm Financial Coordinator Melissa Schenk.
And we're here to meet the needs of Knox County veterans and their families.
We can help with emergency financial assistance,
filing of disability and pension claims, VA healthcare enrollment, and even transportation to VA healthcare facilities.
Please give us a call at 740-393-6742 or stop in and see us at our new location at 105 East Chestnut Street in Mount Vernon.
Whether it's your home, farm, auto, business, RV, or boat, Griffin Insurance has you covered. Located at 300 Coshocton Avenue in Mount Vernon, we've been protecting what matters most to Knox County for decades. Call 740-397-7488 today and experience the trusted local service you deserve. Griffin Insurance, coverage you can count on from people you know.
Pizza Cottage in Mount Vernon is one of 11 pizza cottages in Ohio. They are among the nation's best performing pizzerias and ranked in Pizza Today. The finest ingredients is used daily. Treat your customers and employees like family and always give back to the community. Offering not only takeout but also dine-in and full bar. Book your group parties today. Find Pizza Cottage on Facebook or go to pizza-cottage.com to begin your journey of tastes.
Thank you for watching the UIS Investment and Insurance halftime show as we get set to bring you the second half action here on the Knox County Veteran Services Friday Night Lights as Newark is trailing Mount Vernon 18-0. And Ron, really wasn't the game we thought we'd be seeing here tonight.
No, not at all. When you look at total yards, first of all, Yellow Jackets have 197 total yards of offense. The Wildcats have 25. That doesn't. Penalties, 16 penalties combined for 126 yards. Yeah. And as far as turnovers, Wildcats have 3, Yellow Jackets have 1. It all started in the first quarter with a Landon Dawson Bodie Smith pass. Looking for Asenso, intercepted by Dawson. He takes it in 30 yards for a touchdown. The point after was missed. Then again, with 3:56 to go in the first quarter, Mason Richards took off on a 21-yard touchdown run. Once again, extra point was failed, so that takes him up 12-0. Mason Richards then in the second quarter able to put another 6 on the board with a 5-yard run into the end zone. So that's really the story right there in a nutshell. Not a lot else that we can really talk about. The passing game has really been non-existent for both teams. Looking at leading rushers, where'd it go? I just had it. Mason Richards definitely 9 carries for 54 yards for the Yellow Jackets. So he's having a pretty good game on the ground. And really the Yellow Jackets have been doing really well on the ground. I mean, it's like I said, the passing game hasn't really been there for either team.
100%. And it's been one of those kind of – Mason Richards, obviously, as a quarterback, has done a lot of the running, but it's been a running back by committee between Dawson, Hubbards, and Fitzpatrick and a couple others. So we'll see as they get ready here as Newark will kick it off deep into the end zone. It'll go out of bounds and it'll be a touchback. And Mount Vernon will start the second half. 1st and 10 at their own 20-yard line, and here we go. Flags keep it coming. I got a feeling this will be some extracurricular activity. Late hit out of bounds on the far side there, but we'll see.
All right, well, we'll add it to 17 then.
That's just, I mean, it is amazing. And this is going to be on Mount Vernon, so that'll push them back even further, probably to about their own 10. And that's where they'll start 1st and 10 in the second half, leading 18-0. And as you said, Ron, the running attack for the Yellow Jackets has kind of carried them throughout this game. We'll see if the Newark defense is able to make some adjustments and force them to throw the ball. 1st and 10 now, 2 left, 2 to the right. As Richards is in the shotgun formation. Takes a snap, turns, fakes the handoff, quick little bubble screen, and it's going to be incomplete.
Well, I thought it bounced on the ground, but it looks like they're going to
say he caught it. As actually, you'd want it bounced on the ground because he lost yards on that.
Defending on the play for the Wildcats.
So make it 2nd down, and we'll call it about 12.
Number 2, Kai Comedy.
Mind you to stick around after the game for the Pizza Cottage Player of the Game.
2nd down, 11.
So 2nd and 11 here for the Yellow Jackets as they break huddle. Shotgun formation, 3 left, 1 far side to the right. As Richards comes set, takes a snap. He's going to follow his halfback off that left side. The seam closed quickly. And he got maybe back to the 10-yard and no more. And it's getting a little chippy down there on the field.
Yeah, it really is. Now, if you're in Newark right now, I'm sure you're thinking stop. You got to stop them. 3 plays, get them to punt the ball so you can get the ball offensively. If they can hold them back behind the 10, even the 15-yard line, they're going to come up with some pretty decent field position. But they're going to have to strike fast. They're going to have to get some points on the board pretty quickly here in this 3rd quarter.
Indeed they are. So it's 3rd down as the bells begin to toll. Richards will break the huddle with Hubbard in the backfield. 3 split out far side right, 1 to the near side left as he looks over the defense. Takes a snap. He's going to roll right. He's going to tuck it this time, keep it himself. Tried to move forward, and they tripped him up from behind. And he got maybe about a yard or 2 to bring up a 4th down.
Well, that's what, if you're a Newark Wildcat fan, that's what you wanted to see happen. Just like I mentioned, keep them tucked down behind the 15-yard line, force them into punting the ball, and hopefully coming up with some pretty decent field position. Back deep for Newark will be Brody Driscoll.
Hubbard will do the kicking duties here for the Yellow Jackets. As Ron said, Driscoll will be the return man, setting up shop at about his own 45. Nice foot by Hubbard there, high end over end, be taken at the 47, and he got maybe about 1 yard on the return before they took him down, and that's where the Wildcats will start. Excellent field possession at their own 47-yard line.
Yeah, Bryce Krieger was quickly down there for the Yellow Jackets to really kind of just stop them right at the catch. So nice play. Wildcats, though, with good field position here in the 3rd quarter of play.
So we'll see what kind of adjustments they made in the locker room at halftime. As offensively, like you said, Ron, they were just very anemic the whole entire first half. Really only had 1 big play to Driscoll down the sideline on the pass. But that's also kind of the big play offense that the Wildcats have. It's kind of a feast or famine situation. So shotgun formation for Smith. He's got 2 right, 1 to the left. Turns, hands it off to Royster. Royster off that right side. He's got a little bit of a crease. Tried to cut it back in. Made a man miss. Out across the 40. He's got 1 more to beat at the 10. And he'll get dragged out of bounds at about the 14. And a great job there by Royster making the defenders miss and picking up the yards.
Holy cow, I think it happened. Cole Smith was able to stop the touchdown, but more importantly, there's no flag.
Exactly. That's how I was kind of looking back here to see if we were going to get holding. In no case. So that's going to be 1st down for the Wildcats at the 12-yard line. Quick to the line they go. Shotgun formation. Swing pass by Smith out to the left flat. Makes a couple defenders miss, and he'll finally get wrapped up and taken down right about the 10-yard.
It's a nice catch that he had, and he chose to go inside after the catch. I'm not sure if he would have gone outside, he might have been able to get a few extra more yards. But either way, 1st down for the Wildcats.
So 1st and they're going to call it 10. The ball sits at about the 12-yard line. Shotgun formation, hand off to Royster. Stutter step, kick out to the right, follows it back up to the left, and he got wrapped up right about the 1-yard line. As it looked like he had a crease into the end zone, but the defense was able to take him down.
Now kind of catching the Yellow Jackets off guard now. You know, like I said, Newark's going to have to come out quickly in this third quarter, score fast, hopefully, defensively hold them and try to get the ball back.
So to the line of scrimmage they come, shotgun formation. Smith, hands off, Royster, left side, touchdown Wildcats. And that's the quick answer they needed. So that'll make our score here, Mount Vernon 18, Newark 6, and they definitely got a talking to in that locker room. This is a little more focused and motivated team for the Wildcats out here in the second half.
Well, I don't know how well you know Coach Franks for the Wildcats. I know him pretty well from back when he was coaching at Newark Catholic and then Wildcats. If you ever heard Coach Franks at all in a locker room or outside a locker room, I'm going to tell you right now, you probably heard him in the stands if you were here tonight, because he is a very vocal coach for sure.
Indeed, so the extra point is up. It is good. Our score here, Mount Vernon 18, Newark 7. You're listening to Knox County Veteran Services Friday Night Lights.
Howard Hilton Grill, just east of Apple Valley on Coshocton Road, has a casual, cozy atmosphere, offering comfort food and good times. Open daily from 10 in the morning to 1 a.m., now adding Sunday morning breakfast at 8 a.m. The Howard Hilton also recently added on an outdoor tiki bar seating patio option with big screen TV. Stop by and enjoy great tastes like the Hilton Burger or enjoy Taco Tuesdays at the Howard Hilton in Howard. That's the Howard Hilton, 740-599-2337.
Dreaming of greater independence? Knox County Mobility Management is your path to accessible transportation. Whether you need to get to the grocery, the doctor, or just somewhere that you need to be, call 740-392-2200, extension 2218. Monday through Friday, 8 to 4:30. Free transportation coordination services are provided at no charge. Visit knoxhealth.com to learn more. Knox Public Health. Let us help get you where you want to go.
So the Wildcats come out of the locker room answering the bell as they score on their possession there to make it 18-7. Now they trail Mount Vernon by 11 as they get ready to kick it off. High end over end kick again is going to go taken by the up. What do we got? Whistles and flags and offsides.
Wow, offsides on the kickoff.
Boy, I mean, they're finding every way they can to get a flag out there on the field in all those situations on the field and both sides of the field. I mean, it's Newark and Mount Vernon. There doesn't seem to be a favorite of the penalties here tonight, but you score a touchdown and then now you turn around and got to back yourself up 5 yards and try to kick it off again. It looked like Wolf had bad intentions on that last kick, so I got a feeling he's going to be geared up and ready to take this one as well.
That's penalty number 8 for the Wildcats.
So Sean has the ball teed up at the 35-yard line as he comes set. Make sure his teammates are set as well as he approaches the ball, gets his right foot into it. Again, end over end kick is going to drive the up man all the way back to the goal line. He'll take it there. He's got a seam at the 20, a big hit in the middle of the field.
Wow.
And he'll get about to the 25-yard line.
I'm kind of surprised we didn't see a penalty there, because right in the middle of the field, I know coaches next door heard it. I saw it, literally grabbed the back jersey of a Wildcat and held him there, but they didn't catch him. It's probably because it was, in and around a bunch of people. Those officials on the ground are going to see something like that.
First and 10, Yellow Jackets.
Well, we've been seeing it. It gets chippy after the whistle's blown still, so we'll see how that pans out tonight as it's first and 10. Yellow Jackets in a wishbone formation. Richards turns, hands it off. Fitzpatrick up the middle, a huge crease across the 30, and he'll carry a defender up to about the 35-yard line in a first down.
Tripped up and tackled by Alex Urban Royster.
I think Mount Vernon is just saying, all right, let's see if you can stop us. We're gonna keep the big boys out there, and we'll see if you can stop us. Again, wishbone formation. Richards under center. Takes a snap, turns, hands off. Fitzpatrick off that right side. Got hit at the line of scrimmage. A good job there defensively of sealing that gap and taking them down for no gain.
Now we got a penalty.
Late extracurricular. Yeah, you can't do that. You cannot push after the whistle, and that is what we got. Wow.
Well, there we go now. Another penalty, and that's a big one there too, personal foul.
That's a 15-yarder. And that came all the way from the back judge, too. I mean, that must have been something he was kind of watching develop. And that'll push the ball all the way right up to the 50-yard line. So big break here for the Yellow Jackets, and not what you wanted defensively in this series after scoring that touchdown.
No, not at all. You know, you're hoping for another three plays, punt, and get the ball back, but now they find themselves right in midfield.
So again, wishbone formation. Richards turns, hands it off. This time it's going to be a dive right up the middle by Mason, and he'll get up to the 46, 45, and he'll go down right there and a gain of 5. Mullins, not Mason. So right now they're just kind of looking like they're going to rely on Mullins, Hubbard, and Fitzpatrick to just kind of churn up as much yardage as they can out of this wishbone formation. Throw back to the – I don't think you've really seen this thing since the 80s or 90s.
Not at all.
So Richards turns, takes a snap. Hubbard gets it, goes off that left side, keeps his legs turning, gives a couple free bus rides, get past the defenders, broke free again, and they were able to wrap him up and bring him down, but not before another first down and 35. I'll tell you, Hubbard is he's not fast, but, man, he is determined every time he gets the ball.
Yeah, absolutely. He's got 10 carries on the night for, about 41 yards, so he's doing very well ball carrying that tonight.
So, again, wishbone formation as Richards comes set under center. Ball sits at the 35-yard line. Takes a snap, turns, hands it off. Fitzpatrick off that right side. He follows his blockers up across the the 34, down to about the 32-yard line. And he'll go down there, a gain of about 3, and makes it 2nd down and 7.
Yeah, it kind of looks like the Yellow Jackets are going back to what they were successful with that first and second quarter. Let's just run the ball. Yep. They're getting about 4 or 5 yards every carry. Second effort, they might gain another 1 or 2 yards. So they're kind of going back to that, letting that clock tick. Hopefully get another, 7 points on the board here soon.
Yep, exactly. As Richards, again, no hurry. Wishbone formation as he comes set under center. Turns, hands it off. This time it's Hubbard off that left side, and he's got nowhere to work, but still falls forward for a positive gain of a yard. That was Hubbard on this one. Dawson on the carry this time. Getting confused with all the number changes, but either way, it's 3rd down. We'll call it 6. The ball sits just outside the 30-yard line. They need to get to about the 25 of Newark to keep the drive alive. I would imagine you're in 4-down territory here. As Richards again under center, takes a snap, turns, hands it off. It's going to be a dive right up the middle. Mullins is going to push the pile, but the pile pushed back, and he'll get maybe about a yard. And that'll make it 4th down and 3. If you happen to know a good sound guy, you might want to send him down to Whitefield to check the speakers.
Got a little anxious there, I think.
So 4th down and 4 as they come set. Wishbone formation again. Richards is under center. Dawson and Fitzpatrick, the deep backs. Have a long count here. He looks back over to the sideline. The officials counting it down to 5, 3, and timeout for Mount Vernon. So our score here is Mount Vernon 18, Newark 7. You're listening to the Knox County Veteran Services Friday Night Lights.
This is Lorraine from Buckeye Stoves. Crisp air, hot chocolate, and football. This is what I think about when fall approaches. I also think about wood, pellet, and gas stoves. At Buckeye Stoves, we can take care of you from start to finish. Are you ready for heating season? Call Buckeye Stoves to schedule a chimney sweep or dryer event. Maintenance is the key. Buckeye Stoves, located on State Route 95 in Fredericktown. BuckeyeStoves.com. Buckeye Stoves, the cozy way to save.
18-7, folks. Mount Vernon on top of Newark here as we are week 2 of the high school football season. 4th down, and we'll call it about 3 as the ball sits at the 29-yard line of Newark. Mount Vernon with the ball on offense as they will come off the sideline. See what they decide to do here is they've just been really methodical in their approach, going with the wishbone formation all the way down the field on this drive.
Wouldn't be surprised they do a hard count. Nope, they go ahead and snap her.
Hand off, and he's got the crease on the outside, does Dawson, as he pushes out across the 25 down to the 20, and another first down.
Well, they just keep it going, don't they? Irvin Royster with the tackle there in the secondary for the Wildcats. Yellow Jackets continuing to just march right down the field. Kind of reminds me, first quarter, the second quarter in this drive Reminds me of the Yellow Jackets swarming around my house last summer. You know,
keeping you locked in.
My exterminators took care of that. I'm not sure whether or not the Wildcats are going to be exterminating enough to take care of what they're doing right now, but we'll see. There's still plenty of time to go in this ball game. It's only the third quarter, so anything can happen.
Very true. As Richards comes set again, wishbone formation, takes a snap, turns, hands it off. Mullins dive up the middle, gets hit, keeps pushing forward up to the 15, and he'll finally get dragged down there at the 15. But again, a gain of 6 on first down.
Luke Mullen, the ball carrier.
Yeah, and more importantly, that clock keeps on moving.
I tell you what, and this is kind of a demonstration by the Yellow Jackets here. One of the strengths of Newark this year is their size, their defensive line, their offensive line. And, boy, I tell you what, Mount Vernon's like, that's fine. We'll still run it down your throat. And Newark's not been able to find an answer to it all night long. Wishbone turns, hands off. He's got a crease to Dawson off that left side. Oh, my goodness. Great tackle there by the Newark defender as he held on for dear life and was able to wrap him up at the 2-yard line. Otherwise, it would have been another touchdown for the Yellow Jackets.
Yeah, Sneed looked like he was trying to tie his shoe, bringing him down, man. He was able to do it, too. I thought he had him beat, but Sneed was able to trip him up.
Quickly they go to line of scrimmage. Richardson bobbled it, but he kept it and bounced it up to him. Talk about luck. That is it. Touchdown, Mount Vernon. Well, I tell you what could have been a bad debacle of a turnover took a beautiful bounce right back into his hands, and he scored.
Yep.
4th touchdown of the night for the Yellow Jackets. 3rd, I believe, for Richards. So you just kind of felt the wind get sucked out of this stadium with that score.
Oh, yeah. You know, you thought there for a minute with the Wildcats able to put 7 points on the board. Okay, things might turn around here. Defense will go out, but boy, Yellow Jackets just came right back at them.
And they ate a lot of time off that clock. You're now down to 3:25 here to go in the 3rd quarter. You're up 24-7. This offense for the Wildcats, when they get the ball back, is going to be forced to get back into that kind of big hit kind of mentality. And we'll see if they're able to make any kind of success of it here in the second half. Shotgun formation this time. Man in motion from left to right. Richards, and here's flags.
Oh, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5.
Everybody saw that false start. So that'll push them back 5, and they'll go again here for the extra point. So again, our score 24-7. Mount Vernon on top of Newark. That's 4 touchdowns and 4 missed extra points, in case you're keeping score at home. Trying to do the math. As the substitutions come in here for this play. Mullins late to the huddle as he will get the play call from Richards. Again, shotgun formation, 1 split left, 3 to the right as Fitzpatrick moves from the left hip to the right in the backfield. Richards takes it. He's looking left, looking left. Oh, that was a misdirection. Hubbard was supposed to go out. Hubbard went in. It's an incomplete pass. So our score remains Mount Vernon 24, Newark 7. You're listening to the Knox County Veteran Services Friday Night Lights.
Welcome to Danbury Mount Vernon by StoryPoint Group, where we spend every minute of every day providing the best for our residents. We offer living options from villas to independent living, assisted living, and memory care. Our network of communities offers a calendar of enriching activities, fresh chef-prepared meals daily, and a supportive and dedicated team, all of which creates an unmatched experience for seniors and families. If you're looking for an award-winning senior living community that feels like home, then Danbury Senior Living is right for you. Come and discover why life at Danbury Community is so special.
Hi, this is Jess Kirby from Starting Point Pregnancy and Family Resource Center. Starting Point is committed not only to life by supporting you in an unexpected pregnancy, but also providing free pregnancy tests, limited OB ultrasounds, STI and STD testing and treatment, and licensed counseling. We offer the Start Here program that is designed to answer your questions about pregnancy and parenting, and where you can earn points to shop in our client-exclusive Bump and Beyond boutique. All programs are completely free for everyone, no income restrictions or insurance required. Visit knoxstartingpoint.com to find your starting point today.
Welcome back as we get ready for the kickoff. Height has the ball teed up at the 40. As he approaches it, it's going to be a high bouncing kick. It's going to be taken by the up man at the 35. I thought his knee was down, but no whistle was blown. And he doesn't get much further anyways, but so be it. So it'll be 1st and 10 for the Wildcats at their own 35-yard line, trailing 24-7. I'd like to thank some of our sponsors bringing you to action tonight. Mr. Water Heater Guy, Velvet Ice Cream, Conway's Danville Pharmacy, Ariel Corporation, Citywide Solutions, Knox Public Health Mobility Management, Ansbury Senior Living, Buckeye Stoves, Pizza Cottage, Spearman Financial Services, Mount Vernon Nazarene University, Howard Hilton, Griffin Insurance, and the starting point in Knox County. So 1st and 10 for the Wildcats as they come out of the huddle to the line of scrimmage at the 36-yard line. Shotgun formation. Smith turns, hands it off. Royster's going to cut it off that right side. He had a crease, but quickly sealed as Mullins wrapped him up at the 41. Now, I know you're trying to get your running game going, but I think at this time you still got to look to the air, try to get some big chunk plays, see what you can get out of that as well. 2nd down and 5 for the Wildcats. Royster's in the backfield. This is going to be a quick hit by Smith on the out route. His receivers got it out there to the far sideline, and he'll get ridden out of bounds right about the 48-yard line. A nice pitch and catch.
There you go. Nice run play, nice pass play. 1st down for Newark, so doing the right things now, moving the ball right at midfield. Yellow Jackets trying to find the stop.
Gibbler on the reception there, so it's going to be another pass play, this time a swing pass to the far right side. And a good job there blocking up front. He was able to push forward to the 45, and that'll be a gain of 6.
And we got a slow Yellow Jacket getting up right there at the 49-yard line. The official will blow the whistle and call the timeout, official timeout for the injury.
It looked like he might have got chopped a little bit low. So while they look at that young man, we'll step out too. You're listening to the Knox County Veteran Services Friday Night Lights.
There's something magical about fall at Velvet's Ye Old Mill. Crisp air, changing leaves, and the sweet taste of our delicious ice cream. But don't wait. The season wraps up at the end of October, and so do our scoops. High school athletes, wear your team jersey and score 50% off a single dip scoop in a sugar or cake cone or bowl. Come make one more memory before the season ends. Velvet's Ye Old Mill, where every scoop is a tradition worth savoring.
So good to see the young man up on his own feet walking off the field here as they come set. It'll be 2nd down and 5 for the Wildcats. As the ball rests at Mount Vernon 45-yard line. Smith and Royster in the backfield together. 2 split out left, 2 to the near side right. Clock continues to roll down to 2:30 here in the 3rd quarter. 24-7 is our score. Mount Vernon on top of Newark. As the Wildcats are on the trail down the field, as Smith has plenty of time in the backfield. He's got all the time in the way. There it is. There's the holding penalty. It's all coming back. Doesn't matter if he catches it or not, as he gets it all the way down and to the 10-yard line before ridden out of bounds, but that holding penalty is going to bring it all the way back.
Well, he didn't have to do that. And, he had plenty of time back there to find an open receiver, and he finally did, but right at the last minute decided to hold the defender, and here we go backwards again.
And it's amazing how much time that young man has, just in general, back there. I don't think the Yellow Jackets have really gotten a whole lot of pressure on him.
Mm.
He can kind of sit around and just wait for his defender or his wide receivers to come open. But unfortunately this time they got caught for the hold. That'll be a huge... Oh, 2 penalties. Got a sideline infraction and you got a holding. Interesting that the holding only moved the ball back 4 yards. So 2nd down now for the Wildcats. Ball resting at the 45-yard line as they trail 24-7 here in the 3rd quarter with 2:05 to go. Shotgun formation, 1 near side to the right, 3 out left. As Royster is in the backfield with Smith, turns, takes the handoff, does Royster off that right side. He's got some blockers in front of him, but he's not able to get free as Mullins refuses to let go. And he is finally able to drag him down after a gain of about 5.
Yeah, it was a great effort by Mullins, man. He was not going to let him loose because if he did, he had definite running space. So great job there by Mullins.
Quick little line of scrimmage go the Wildcats. Shotgun formation again. 3 left, 1 to the right. As Royster is in the backfield with Smith on his right-hand hip. He's going to check up, look to the sidelines, and make sure that they are on the right page. Barks out some signals to his receivers on the far sideline before he gets the snap. Turns, looks, got his time, throws the ball out there. He's got a receiver. Made a man miss it across the 15, the 30, down inside the 25. And he'll go down right about the 21-yard line, and a nice pitch and catch and another big first down.
And I tell you what, Luke Mullins for the Yellow Jacket, he's all over the place. He was in on that tackle. He came from the opposite side of the field to bring him down. So great job, great effort by that inside linebacker.
It's an absolute menace out there. Shotgun formation, 2 left, 1 to the right as Smith fakes the handoff. He's going to look deep. He's going to get his wide receiver on the out route, and he just dropped it. That was a little high, I think, maybe, and a little tight on him, but either way, it was catchable, and we're going to have an ineligible man downfield, so another penalty.
Well, I kind of thought he knew he was going to get hit. Wolf was right there for the Yellow Jackets. I think I'm going to get. Let's go ahead and drop this pass, but
get the Gator arms in there.
Yeah.
So ineligible man downfield on the on the Wildcats. That'll move the ball back to the 28-yard line, a loss of 5, and make it 1st and 15. With 53 seconds to go here in the third quarter, 24-0 is our score. Mount Vernon on top. As you're listening to week number 2 action here in Newark, Ohio. Shotgun formation, 2 left. Oh my goodness, it was a man in motion where it looks like maybe a jet sweep, and Smith wasn't quite ready. The ball was snapped and went flying past him, and a huge loss, as they're going to be generous to him and say what, he recovered it at the 47-yard line.
You know, for Newark, you have a couple good positive plays, but then the last couple plays just been the complete opposite. I mean, they're not consistent.
Yep.
Hurting themselves.
Yeah, exactly, and that's part of the growing pains with your outfit, your organization, as you learn these ways of being successful is also being consistent. Quick little bubble screen to the far side that was read well again. Mullins.
Yeah.
Well, I tell you what, this second half here, he's kind of making a case for himself of, hey, don't forget about me at the end of the game for the player of game. Richards was looking to run away with it, but I got a feeling Mullins here is got his name in the hat too. So that's the end of the third quarter. Our score here, Mount Vernon 24, Newark 7. You're listening to the Knox County Veteran Services Friday Night Lights.
From homes to high-rises, Citywide Solutions, Sterling Protective Services has you covered. We design custom security systems for your unique property, install HD video surveillance with remote viewing, and provide gate automation, smart keypads, card readers, and mobile access for total control. Plus, our fire alarm systems deliver fast, reliable detection when seconds count. Your security, smarter, safer, stronger. Call Citywide Solutions, Sterling Protective Services today for 24/7 peace of mind.
Attention skilled machinists. Do you have experience with multi-axis CNC machine tools? Ariel Corporation is looking for talented individuals like you to join our team. We offer great pay, excellent benefits, unmatched retirement savings programs, and work in safe, clean, climate-controlled facilities with top-tier equipment. With locations in Heath and Mount Vernon, we offer stability and growth. Ready to take your career to the next level? Apply now at arielcorp.com. That's ARIEL Corp.com.
So 3rd down and a country mile, and 3rd down and a timeout by Mount Vernon. As they did not kind of like what they were seeing there offensively, defensively. Their coach is going to call a timeout to talk about it. And we'd like to remind you again, after the game, stick around for the starting point of Knox County postgame show, as we will announce the Pizza Cottage player of the game. As next week we will be traveling up to Utica, Ohio, as the Redskins will be playing host to the Fredericktown Freddies. And if I understand correctly, Utica is disrupting Danville's life with a 20-8 lead currently in Danville.
Yeah, any given Sunday, right? Any given Friday, anything could happen in high school football. You never know what's going to happen.
That's why you got to play the game, they say.
Yep.
As I got a feeling a lot of people didn't have a 24-7 score on their bingo card for this game either, or maybe in the other direction, as Newark came in the heavy favorite against these struggling Yellow Jackets. Shotgun formation this time, 3 right, 1 left, as Royster will be on the right-hand hip of Smith. Takes that snap, drops back. He's got time, looks over the middle. He's got it. Oh my God, that is another situation. Hubbard got caught looking in the backfield, not Hubbard, Dawson. And the ball went right past him, but his receiver turned his head upfield before he secured the ball. It fell incomplete, and it'll bring up a 4th down.
Yeah, Lunsford had right in his hands, too. I'm sure if he could get that back, he would gladly take it.
100%. 100%, as that is not the way he wanted that to go, as he was poised to have a nice big gain there, but unfortunately it's a incomplete pass and now 4th down. So the Wildcats punt team comes out on the field and they get set. Wolf is going to be back deep and he sets up at about his own 5 as the ball is going to bounce at the 5 and go into the end zone. And what do you think that penalty is, offsides or false start?
Yeah, it could probably go either way, but I believe it's going to be off on the defense, or I'm sorry, on Newark.
Illegal shift is what it looks like from the initial hand gestures from the sideline judge.
Well, you know, it might not be a bad thing. You know, the punt rolled into the end zone, so now they go back a little bit, try it again, maybe pin them, you know, back behind their 15 or 10-yard line. So even though it was another penalty, might work out for the best for them.
So excuse me, Sean Breachball will. Oh no, they're going to decline it.
Okay.
So they are going to take the ball at the 20 and.
I wasn't sure what was happening there, but yeah. So, you know, you look at this game. Yellow Jackets have 14 first downs. Newark, they have 5. You know, when you look at things like that, they just total yards 259 yards so far for Mount Vernon, 122 for Newark. So, game's definitely lopsided in that perspective.
You know, and that was the same thing that happened last week for Mount Vernon. They really kind of dominated offensively in ball control against Harding, but they just could not come away from the win. So 24-7, and they got the lead now here in the 4th quarter as they start 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line. Shotgun formation. Richards is going to follow the running back up the middle, and he'll get out across the 25, maybe a gain of 2 before that hole closed quickly. Workman in there along with a couple other Wildcats. So 2nd down now and 8 for the Yellow Jackets. And out of the huddle they come. Richards again. Shotgun formation, 3 left, 1 to the near side right. As that looks like Hubbard in the backfield with him on his left-hand hip. And he's going to take the snap, turns, hands it off. That is Hubbard right up the middle, up to the 30. He's going to get hit, but then the pile's going to keep pushing. He's going to keep going, and he is going to finally go down at the 38-yard line. Hopefully the bus tickets were punched as he was taking a lot of those Wildcats for a ride.
They got him. Took a nice ride. Got an extra 3, 4, 5 yards on that, too. Pushed him down the field. So 3rd down and a short, 2 maybe? 1.5?
Yeah, indeed. They got to get just across that the 35-yard line. Ball rests right on the 34. Wishbone formation again as Richards comes underneath center. Turns, hands it off. Mullins right up the middle, and Mullins with a 1st down. I mean, I talk about a recipe for success. Mount Vernon found it watching film over the weekend.
They did.
The week. They really kind of did a good number of figuring out what do we need to do to take advantage of the weaknesses of the Wildcats and keep their strengths away from them. Their strengths obviously were the offense. So they haven't had a lot of opportunities. And it looks like they found a little bit of a dent in the armor on running the ball against these Wildcats. So again, shotgun formation, 3 left, 1 to the near side right. Richards takes it on a quarterback keep right up the middle, drops his shoulder across the 45, and he'll fall forward to the 48, maybe just shy of that 1st down marker.
Yeah, Richards doing just a really great job back in that backfield. He takes the snap, takes it up. That's run number 14 for him. About 70 yards total rushing yards this game. And it's not over.
No, it is not. Shotgun formation, 3 left, 1 to the near side right, as Hubbard is in the backfield with Richards on his left-hand hip. And Richard has gotten into the slow down the game mode here as they're going to try to wind this out. Up 4-7, excuse me. Richards turns, hands it off. Hubbard right up the middle, drops his shoulder across the 50. And finally goes down at the 49-yard line, but not before another 1st down. And I'll tell you, 9:17 on the clock right now. The ball's at the 50-yard line. And I got a feeling Mount Vernon is going to try to do everything they can to get it under 5 minutes before they turn the ball back over to the Wildcats.
Yeah, you know, and they did this in the first half. It's kind of like what we were talking about, trying to figure out how to keep Newark off the field offensively. They put 51 points up a week ago and can barely get points tonight. And it's because the Yellow Jackets have done a great job keeping them off the field.
Slow and methodical. They got that first score, and that really helped them because then they didn't have to play catch-up. and they could kind of dictate the pace. Again, Richards right up the middle. Again, a flag's coming in. Probably going to be a personal foul variety here. We'll see as the Richards went down right about the 44-yard line, but I'll see what the officials discuss on the penalty here.
So that's
personal foul on Newark.
Second or third personal foul tonight on Newark.
That's the third one, yep.
Yeah, that's, you get a little frustrated after a while. That's understandable, but you really got to control the emotions and really the arms flaring like that and pushing your opponent. Officials, in high school football these days, they're going to call that. They're going to call it, pretty quickly. It's got game management for one. They don't want it to get out of control, so they're going to be a little particular when you're doing that. So that 3 personal fouls tonight. It's not going to go well with Coach Franks.
No, and it's a discipline thing. You winning or losing, you should stay the same. A pitcher up in Cleveland for the longest time that won Cy Youngs. You never knew if he was winning or losing the game because he just stayed consistent with his expressions and his emotions, and that is one of the hardest things for young high school athletes to learn. Richards right up the middle, spin move out of the pocket, and he is going to get off that left-hand side and be wrapped up after a gain of about 2.
Wasn't that C.C. Sabathia?
No, I'm drawing a blank on his name right now, to be honest with you, brother. Oh, boy, because he went on to, I want to say he went maybe down to Texas. But anyways, this isn't baseball, and we're not worried about that. It's 2nd down and 9. Corey Kluber, brother. That's what I was thinking of. Consistent. Never knew any type of inflection of winning or losing. So wishbone formation again here for the Yellow Jackets. Richards underneath center. Once put out far side right, turns, hands it off. That's going to be Dawson off that left side. He's going to keep spinning, and finally will get wrangled down at about the 21-yard line. And again, the spin moves work because the defenders aren't trying to wrap them up.
No, they're doing a great job. They've done that the entire game, and they just continue to do it. Once again, just moving the ball down the field.
Picks up 5 yards. It'll be 3rd down and 4.
And it's nice when you're getting 4 or 5 yards every play. You just stay at that rhythm. You stay consistent. It just kind of starts to flow. Your offense knows what they're doing. And they're willing to say, look, we're going to just keep running it down your throat. Can you stop us?
And so far that answer is no.
So again, wishbone formation. As Richards is coming set, letting the clock wind down as far as he can. Under center he goes. Barks out the signals, turns. Mullins off that left side, powers forward up to the 20, keeps powering forward, and finally they're able to take his feet off the ground and bring him backwards, but not before a gain of about 2.
Just shy of the 20-yard line.
Rushing the ball has been the name of the game tonight for the Yellow Jackets. 260 yards on the ground rushing.
Absolute clinic. And by committee for the most part.
Yeah.
Richards has done a lot, obviously being the quarterback, but Mullins, Fitzpatrick, Dawson, Hubbard, all have contributed on their own. So again, wishbone formation, 1 split right, as Richards comes set underneath center. Mullins in the fullback position. Mullins gets it in the fullback position, and Mullins just barrels his way up to the 15 before he finally goes down at the 14. And that'll be another 1st down.
You're talking about by committee, real quick, not including that play. Dawson's touched the ball 10 times for 89 yards. Mason Richards 16 for 75 yards. Jake Hubbard 11 for 44 yards. Fitzpatrick ran the ball 7 times for 30, and Mullins 7 times for 24. Yeah, that's a pretty strong committee.
Yes, it is, and that is some consistent coaching by this Yellow Jacket staff. That is a great job of them just making sure they know what they need to do. Spread the wealth. Make sure you keep all your players fresh and active. You don't wear anybody out that way. So again, Richards underneath center. Oh, miscommunication big time as he was trying to go left. The whole team went, or he was trying to go right. The whole team went left. And he just tried to improvise there, got nothing out of it, and a loss of a yard.
Wrapped up in the backfield. Loss of 1.
And I tell you, if Mount Vernon can get the penalty portion under control, I got a positive outlook the rest of the season. You're not going to go in there and dominate teams if you're running the ball constantly, but if your defense can keep them out and your offense can find a way to put 2 or 3 scores up every night, you'll take it. You'll take 24-7 wins all day long. So again, wishbone formation as Richards comes set underneath center. Turns, hands it off. It's going to be off that right side by Fitzpatrick, and he'll hit a pile. Still keeps his feet moving and gets about 2.
Yeah, one of the biggest things, too, when you think about that, Kyle, they came out, started the game, 2 quick scores. So they got on the board quick, so they're not coming from behind. They're out front. They're just, now it's kind of like, okay, you know, let's just maintain the game, keep running the ball, watch the clock go, and they've done a great job.
Yep, exactly. And that's kind of one of the things we were thinking in the beginning of the game is if you don't let Newark jump out fast, and you know, the big play that kind of helped that was that first interception. A pick 6 right off the bat. You don't even have to worry about it at that point. And then your offense gets the ball back after a nice quick 3 and out, and you're able to score again. That kind of just set the tone. You knew you were going to be okay if you could just not turn the ball over and rely on your running attack, and the Yellow Jackets have been able to do that all night long.
Yep, they've done a great job.
So they're talking it over here with 3rd down and 9. Make sure everybody's on the same page what they want to do and how they're going to try to approach it, as they'll come out in a shotgun formation. Mullins obviously wasn't on the right page. He's got to get off the field. There we go. Now they got the right number of players. So Richards makes sure his offense is set as he barks out some signals to his wide receivers. Shotgun formation, 3 right, 1 far side to the left. As Richards follows his halfback right up the middle, hits a wall at about the 10, spins out of that and up to about the 7, or we'll call it 8, and he'll go down. And Newark again takes another timeout. So while they talk about this, we're going to step out too. You're listening to the Knox County Veteran Services Friday Night Lights.
Look, up in the sky. It's a bird. It's a plane. It's Mr. Water Heater Guy to the rescue with incredible prices. Brand new water heaters installed with a tank for just $11.99. Or go tankless with the Renai system for only $34.99. And general plumbing just $225. Parts and labor out the door. Incredible pricing. Incredible service. Call 740-324-9912. Mr. Water Heater Guy. Up, and hot water heater problems away.
So back at it we come. Newark trailing Mount Vernon 24-7 with 4:24 to go here in the ball game, and the Yellow Jackets are continuing to slowly and methodically march downfield. They've got a 4th and 4, the ball resting on the 8-yard line of Newark. Wishbone formation again as Richards comes set underneath center, 1 split out far side to the right. Turns, hands it off. That's going to be Dawson off that left side. I don't know if he was able to get it. I don't think he was, as the official will say he's down right about the 6-yard line, and that'll be a turnover on downs, but you'll live with that as that's going to be 1st and 10 at their own 6.
Stopped by Aries Jones.
Slowly getting up on that far field, number 12 for the Yellow Jackets.
That's Dawson. He might have got tweaked as he was running there, and hopefully he's okay. He's able to walk off the field for the most extent. I don't know if maybe he's got the cramps going or what he's got. Is he's just trying to get himself off the field as quickly as he can and get some attention. So the ball is officially going to be spotted at the 7-yard line, making it 1st and 10 for the Wildcats with 4:18 to go here in the ball game. I want you to stick around after the game for the starting point of Knox County postgame show and the Pizza Cottage Player of the Game. So 1st and 10 as the Wildcats break huddle. Shotgun formation for Smith as he's going to have 2 left, 2 to the right. Royster's in the backfield with him. Smith turns, looks down that right side, and was trying to catch his receiver on a fly route on the far side, but just overshot him with bad timing.
Well, that's what Newark's got to do to get opportunity to get some points on the board. They got a long way to go and not enough time. Just to try to end on a positive note, get the ball moving and put some points on the board was probably what they would like to do.
So 2nd down now as the Wildcats break huddle. Shotgun formation for Smith as he got 2 left, 2 to the right. Royster's in the backfield with him as he takes time, looks, got his receiver out there on the far sideline and dropped. Driscoll was not able to haul it in as he was open on the far sideline, and it's incomplete.
Yeah, I've seen that a lot tonight from Newark, just not able to reel it in.
The drops have been, definitely a problem here for the Wildcats. We've seen it all night long, and it'll make it 3rd down now as they come set. Shotgun formation. Smith will send 2 right, 2 to the left. Royster will still be in his back field with him on the right-hand side. Yellow Jackets showing some pressure. Then they back off. Smith's got pressure coming. He's going to have to step up. He's going to take off that right side, and he's going to go out of bounds. Looks like he got the first down as he strided out across the 17-yard line and keeps this drive alive.
Good field aware, trying to figure out where he was and make sure he got far enough to get that first down. So he saw the sticks and knew where he had to go.
So 1st and 10 as the Wildcats stay alive here in the 4th quarter, trailing 24-7 with 4:02 to go in the ball game. Shotgun formation, 2 left, 2 to the right as Smith drops back, looks, goes to that far sideline, one-on-one coverage and incomplete as it was one-on-one looking to get free down the sideline, but it falls incomplete, brings up 2nd down.
Good defense over there on the far side too. Got right in front of him. That ball was maybe thrown a little long, but here we go, 2nd down 10.
Mind you, next week, again, we will be heading to Utica as Fredericktown will come to the Redskins. And the other game will be Mount Vernon traveling to Delaware Hayes. Another good test for the Yellow Jackets. So shotgun formation. 3 left, 1 far side right as Smith takes the snap, throws the ball, and incomplete as he was trying to hook up with his wide receiver on a kind of out route. And I mean, they are just having a hard time catching the ball.
Yeah.
And it's not one guy. It's all of them really right now.
I don't know whether the dew on the field, slippery when wet, they just can't hold on to it or what.
So stops the clock with 3:52 to go. 3rd and 10 is the down and distance. Ball resting at the 18-yard line of Newark. 4th quarter here as they trail 24-7. Smith comes out of the huddle, shotgun formation, 2 left, 2 to the right as Royster's in the backfield with him. Smith's got plenty of time, slings it out to the left side, and again, just missed it right off his shoulder.
Yep, right through his hands.
Whew, boy. I tell you, it's Smith's going to have nightmares about this game. I mean, it's not like he's delivering a bad ball. It's unfortunately his teammates just aren't able to pick him up and help him out here. So 4th down now as the ball sits deep inside Newark territory, and unfortunately they just got to go for it. You got to try to find some life in this, make something happen as you trail 24-7. So 2 left, 2 to the right for Smith as he comes set, looks over the defense, stops back. He's going to hit a quick little wide receiver screen to the outside, and they've got it up across the 25, and he might have got enough, but I don't think he did, as he will probably be shy of that marker, and it will be a turnover on downs.
Yeah, real close, but didn't get the spot, so.
Yeah, we'll see here. Mullins again on that tackle, as you said, all over the place here in the second half defensively.
Well, maybe they did give it to him.
Oh, boy. I don't know. They're going to bring the chains out maybe. Looks like it.
I thought there was a little confusion down there with the officials. There was no indication whether it was a first down or not. And so, now they're going to bring out the chains to kind of see how close we are.
I think you're about a yard short if I was eyeing it correctly from the far side. I don't think it's as close as they're trying to make this look. Yeah, I didn't think it was that close. So that's unfortunate as the Wildcats turnover on downs. The Yellow Jackets will get it with 3:38, and I got a feeling they will do everything they can just to run that clock out and go home with the victory, leading 24-7 as they are right now.
Yep.
You know, it's a learning experience if you're on the Wildcat side, right? You had a great week 1, and you came in here to week 2 trying to build off that and continue that momentum, and I think unfortunately you just kind of overlooked your opponent coming in here. And Mount Vernon made sure they didn't overlook the Wildcats and had an excellent game plan coming off the bus. Turn, handoff, Hubbard off that left side. It's going to spin move. He's going to keep on his feet somehow and finally will get thrown down, but not before he gains about 2 or 3 yards, and a helmet came off for one of the defenders.
Yep, he'll come off and take a seat for a play and come back out there as well. But more importantly for the Yellow Jackets, nope, we have a timeout now. I was going to say it's going to keep the clock moving, but it's not.
Interesting. as I got a feeling maybe they wanted to get the player back in, take the timeout, so he doesn't have to sit out the one play. That should be the last timeout for Newark. I don't believe they have any more left, as they've burned through them here, trying to give themselves any kind of opportunity. And you know, with an offense like they have, I mean, 3 minutes and 24 seconds is plenty of time to put up some points.
Mm-hmm.
But the question is it going to click? Your wide receivers have had hands like Clifford Franklin all night long. So it's just been a difficult situation to be able to get any time a complete pass. Rister's had an okay night, but he hasn't really been able to get a lot going for him. He's had a couple good runs, but he's also had some where he's just struggled to get back to the line of scrimmage. And at this stage of the timing, you really can't rely on that run game.
Second down, 7.
So second down and 7 now as the play resumes. Richard turns, hands it off. That's going to be Hubbard again off that left side. He's going to try to push forward across that 25, and looks like he's going to get a little bit of extra space to the 24. He'll go down there and make it third down.
Yeah, you talked about Royster. He's run the ball 11 times for 71 yards. So I mean, it's, you know, not hateful. He's done a really good job on the ground. And for the Yellow Jackets, Dawson, he's got 10 rushes for 89 yards now.
So the clock continues to roll here in the fourth quarter, down to 2:52. 24-7 is our score. Mount Vernon on top of the Wildcats as they have the ball. Third down now as Richards comes set. He's going to follow Hubbard off that left side. A nice block inside the 20. He'll spin it a little bit more, and that spin may have been enough to push it down to the 16 and a first down. It is.
Yep.
That's the other thing is as you're watching this Mount Vernon team run the ball is not only, like you touched on numerous times, Ron, they're turning the legs, never stopping their legs, but also their ability to spin out of tackles, not in an uncontrolled form. You see sometimes where kids go to spin, they're just wild, they get hit on the other side, the ball goes flying. But they do a pretty good job of just knowing how to spin out of those tackles and keep the momentum moving forward.
Yeah, they do. They just kind of sitting here watching the clock run right now, the 2-minute mark of this fourth quarter.
Unfortunately, at this stage, you kind of get into that watching the paint dry mode. Shotgun formation, 3 right, 1 to the left. Turns, hands it off. Hubbard trips over his own quarterback. That was a kind of a goofy handoff. I don't know if maybe it was an RPO and Richards was debating longer than he should have of handing it off or keeping it. But that was enough to trip up his own guy. And
do have a holding penalty, so going to move him back 5 yards.
Even better. Start taking the over-under on the total number of flags by the end of the game. We'll march it back 10 yards on this variety. Puts the ball right at the 27-yard line. Makes it first and 20. Clock will go back to rolling again. And I don't think Mount Vernon really has much desire to. I mean, they'll put it in if it's there, but it's not like they're trying to put it in. They're just trying to run the clock out and get this game over and go home healthy. So shotgun formation.
First and 20.
Richards looks over the defense. He's got 1 left, 3 to the right. Turns, hands it off. Hubbard up the middle. Stutter step out to the 25. And he'll go down right there at the 25-yard line.
Hubbard, the ball carrier.
Gain of about 2.
Line. Brought down by Peyton Knott.
So the Yellow Jackets will look over to the sideline. We'd like to thank our sponsors again. Mr. Water Heater Guy, the Velvet Ice Cream, Conway's Danville Pharmacy, Ariel Corporation, Citywide Solutions, Knox Public Health Mobility Management, Danbury Senior Living, Buckeye Stoves, Spearman Financial Services, Pizza Cottage, Mount Vernon Nazarene University, Howard Hilton, Griffin Insurance, and the starting point of Knox County. So out of the huddle they come, shotgun formation, 2 left, 2 to the right, as Richards comes set. Defense brings pressure. He turns, hands it off. Hubbard again, right up the middle, and again he's hit right at that line of scrimmage. This time no gain. And that'll make it a third down.
Yeah, maybe get 1 more, maybe 2 more snaps in here and call it a night.
Yeah, you run this down well enough on this play. You probably don't have to snap the ball until you're close to 30 seconds. And that should be enough after that then for the clock just to run out and the game to end. So they come set to the victory formation. As Richards gets under center. Take the snap, take the knee, and he'll take the ball game. So what a great job by the Yellow Jackets as they traveled down Route 13, came into Newark's home and were able to put a beating on them to win 24-7. As you're listening to the Knox County Veteran Services Friday Night Lights.
Hey, football fans, as we cheer on our teams this season, let's talk about a crucial support team right here in Mount Vernon.
At Starting Point Pregnancy and Family Resource Center, we're here to support you through every decision, just like a coach guides you through the big game.
Whether it's about pregnancy testing or exploring your options, Starting Point is all about giving you the information and support you need.
Just like every play counts on the field, every choice you make for your life matters.
For more information, visit knoxstartingpoint.com.
Knox Starting Point, you have more choices than you think.
Welcome into the Starting Point of Knox County post-game show, and our final score here tonight, Mount Vernon 24, Newark 7. And Ron, not really what we were expecting after last week's shows, but Mount Vernon did a heck of a job coming in here and getting the job done.
Yeah, they did a really good job, and it all started in that first quarter. What was the first play of the game? Pick 6. Yeah, it was great. Landon Dawson was able to snap that one, go in 30 yards, missing the extra point. But then later on in that first quarter, Mason Richards, he takes 21 yards into the end zone, putting them up 12-0. And then they march into the second quarter. Only one other score in the second quarter, another Mason Richards, 5-yard touchdown run into the end zone. Got to work on their point afters, though. They missed those 3. Didn't seem to matter, though. Newark finally got on the scoreboard in the third quarter. That's where, I was saying if they could get something turned around, have something positive happen, and they did with Royster taking a run into the end zone for a touchdown in that third quarter. I thought maybe they could change some things and get something going in their way. Well, it didn't quite happen because after that, Richards was the next person to score with 3:25 to go in the third quarter, and that's pretty much wrapped it up. It was 24-7. The fourth quarter was kind of like a back-and-forth offense, watching the clock tick and wind down and end this ball game.
That's exactly how it went. And I tell you, the Mount Vernon Yellow Jackets have a lot to be happy with after this performance, as they have done well. And Newark doesn't have anything to hang their head over. They just need to learn from it and move forward, as they've got a lot of talent on that team and are going to be a fun team to watch as this season unfolds. So remind you, next week, we will be bringing you action from 2 places, as Mount Vernon will travel up to Delaware Hayes, and Fredericktown will travel down to Utica for a battle there. So, for Ron Strong and Gary Cooper, oh, good call. And that's why Gary gets paid the big bucks. The Pizza Cottage player of the game, unless I get any objections from up here, I would say is going to have to go to Richards, as he is a leading factor here in the Mount Vernon offense and really was kind of a one-man show.
Yeah, he did a great job tonight, ran the ball, just controlled the offense pretty well. So, that's a great choice, great pick, and congratulations.
So there you have it, folks. So again, for Ron Strong, for Gary Cooper, who's smarter than all of us, I'm Kyle Kerstetter, and have a great week, and God bless.